Let's get this started out of the way. I ain't no introductions. Hey, let's talk about him. Let's talk about him.
Who is the him you're referring to?
You right. They changed his pronouns. You
Oh,
right. You right. They changed
I
his
was confused for a
pronouns.
Oh,
second.
so you
Okay.
out the gate.
Yes. Point fraud.
Oh,
fraud.
God. I ain't
I'm
hear
taking
that
Bob
one all week.
Cousy every time.
Hey, taking Bob Cousy is
I'm-
crazy.
I'm taking
I'm-
John Havlicek.
Bro, I've been
I don't know that.
I've been telling y'all for years, years that he is a bum. Like he's overrated, overrated.
I'm here.
And he's done this every single time. I pulled up back in 2014,
Okay.
semifinals, Thunder versus the Clippers.
Okay.
It's a minute 30 seconds left. Clippers up 7. They lost that game. You want me to tell you why? 2 turnovers from Chris Paul, and Westbrook took a game-winning 3, and he fouled him
What
at the 3-point line.
what game was it?
Game 6.
Jeez.
He known for folding, man. He do this every single time. I don't understand why people are surprised. He went out there in the first half, and Devin Booker had twice as many points as him, and D Book had 2 points. I just don't understand why y'all keep hyping this bum up. Keep giving him all the credit for every time he go to a team, and it's a great situation when he gets there, and it's like, oh, he took them to the top. He ain't take them nowhere.
I'm with you.
He ain't never took nobody nowhere.
I'm tired. I was like, man, I hope they just give D Book some help and not a 38-year-old point guard. Like, please.
And they signed him for four years. He
Yeah,
got 3
that's
years left on his
Everybody
contract.
else gets a
Wait,
legit running mate. and
His
he get
new deal?
His new deal was 4 years, like 100-something mil
Wait. He signed that at 30.
at 36.
Oh, okay. Wait, okay, I remember that deal.
That's what I'm saying.
That's not
like,
okay.
But no, he got time.
No.
That's like up.
Everybody's running
No,
partner.
he
Everyone
signed
gets
it
a
last
legit
year.
running partner except for D Book.
Damn.
You said
Everyone gets a legit running partner except for D Book.
no. He got Ayton.
Aiden's not a But
Okay.
at the same time, they benched Aiden in that game, and
Because they don't understand how to get him the ball.
Jalen Brown, Jason Tatum,
Aiden does really good with
the
Chris
ball.
Paul, with Chris Paul.
No, with the
Stephen
ball.
Clay.
I mean, Aiden real soft on defense though, man. And then sometimes on offense he be like,
He
sometimes
can't.
he look like Hakeem Olajuwon, and sometimes he look like Hasheem Thabit. I mean, like, God damn.
Bam, Jimmy, Hero, and they give D Book a 38-year-old point guard.
Is he 38?
How old is Chris Paul?
You gotta be like 30.
I thought he was like
38 right
37.
now. Okay, well,
He just
37.
turned 37. He turned 37 this year,
He
and that's
did?
when
I was gonna say his
like,
birthday
ever
just
since he
passed.
turned 37, teams like, let's target him. Like he can't do anything on the
Exactly.
court.
Everyone else get a legit running partner. He get a 37-year-old point guard.
All he does is just walk around, flop, and then take some mid ranges every now and then. And then everybody like his mid range is like, oh, so profound, so, like something we've never seen before. It's not even second to DeMar DeRozan. I would take Sean Livingston's mid range over his.
Okay.
I would take Chris
Hey,
Middleton.
Sean get to that
Sean-
one little spot.
Sean is good mid range, but we can't. But the sample size for Chris Paul versus Sean Livingston is way bigger than
Kawhi has a
No,
good
it's not.
mid-game.
it is.
It's
Yeah,
not
Kawhi got a great-
because
Kawhi
Sean
is
Livingston
great.
only took mid range,
Yeah, but I'm saying Sean Livingston taking 4 to 5 shots a game,
and he hitting 4 to 5 shots a game.
and Chris Paul got a lot more. He got a lot more
That was a
shots.
good
going on.
mid-range game.
And then people was hyping up, oh, he went 14 for 14, point guard. Yeah, he ain't missed a shot.
I mean,
yeah,
it was a great game.
everybody gets hot. You right. Everybody gets hot.
He 37 though.
Corey Brewer dropped 50 before.
He 37 though.
Jamal Crawford dropped 50 at 40.
I feel you, but them games didn't matter. He did that shit in the playoffs. All I'm saying, look, I agree. Chris Paul is overrated for sure.
Is he better than Westbrook?
I mean, what we talking about here?
What do you mean? What we talking about?
Now or career?
Career wise?
Ever? Like just like at any point?
I mean, I feel like it's kind of.
I would take prime Westbrook over a prime Chris Paul for sure.
Right.
Currently, right now,
I would take Westbrook over Chris Paul.
they would just set
You-
off.
you-
that
you-
would just be an even trade, however way they do it.
You want me to take look? Lakers. If the Lakers got Chris Paul, they still wouldn't make the playoffs.
I don't know the Suns make the playoffs with Russell Westbrook.
Why not?
Because he'll shoot them out of. Hold on, Book.
Ish, I
got
don't know.
this.
Right. Ish, I don't know if you watched what he
Hold
was
on,
doing.
No, time out. People have said this about Westbrook time and time again.
And I like
He's
Westbrook.
proven whatever team you put him on, they gonna make the playoffs. Now all of a sudden, he played a whole season with the Lakers with a rotating lineup, and
For
now
sure.
it's his fault.
No,
they don't
it's
make
not,
the playoffs.
no, it's
It's
not
not
his
his
fault.
fault. No,
because
no.
you got street clothes,
Certain,
and
yeah.
then you got
He fits
you
certain
got
teams.
like a 40-50% LeBron playing. Like,
He's
come
good
on.
when no one else around him is on his level. Like with us, like Brad Bill,
That's perfect.
and then like
That's perfect.
it was a drop off. Like Thunder after KD left, he was running the show
He
because
was fucking MVP.
no one was on his
triple-double.
level. Like he needs to go
He's
like
right.
on like Orlando. He needs to go like on Detroit, and then he'll elevate them.
You're right.
Sacramento, stuff like that.
He can't
ain't
help
on it.
another star out though.
First off,
That's not his
prime LeBron can go to Sacramento and they wouldn't go nowhere. It's just a curse out there.
But yeah, that's what he need. He needs to just have his own little team.
His own little island. That's
Yeah.
all.
That's what he need.
He can't play with another star because they're not gonna win. And then he just gonna
Yeah.
keep getting criticized. And he
But it's never his fault. Well, who can Chris Paul play with and they gonna win?
I can't say it's never his
Who can
fault.
Chris Paul play with and they
All
gonna
I'm saying
win?
is-
Because
I
he ain't never did
yeah,
it.
I ain't saying that either. Now.
He ain't
I'm
never
not-
did it.
I'm definitely not saying that either.
I said,
Look,
who
Chris
need a
Paul
good
is
guard?
for sure overrated.
Boston. He can go to
but-
Boston.
No,
when he go
no,
in.
no,
Yeah.
no.
Cause y'all need a point guard.
I need to go to Boston. I think Marcus Smart doing a pretty good job.
Marcus Smart had a great game last night.
Doing a pretty good
He ain't
job.
a point guard though. He had two.
Yeah, but we'll take him wherever we can get him rather than
Everyone
Russell
can go back to their right position.
Russell Westbrook just kind of, it just don't work when he get around good players.
First
Yeah.
off, this is not about Russell Westbrook. This is about
Chris
point
Paul, for
fraud.
sure.
Yes,
point
yes,
guard.
yes.
The
Back
bum.
to the slander.
What I was saying was he's overrated for sure. He
For
deserves
sure.
to be slandered for sure.
Facts.
But we ain't gonna act like he's just the worst of the worst now.
I mean, he's not the worst in the
Yeah,
world.
he's-
He's just
he's
overrated.
He's a top 10
He's
guard of
wild.
all time.
He's around like
Guard or point guard?
Point guard,
Oh
sorry.
my god,
point guard.
Point
You know
guard.
what he mean?
point
But
guard.
he got a good. He got a good
I'm not going to deny.
foundation.
it.
He
Give
got
me-
a good
give me-
resume.
You
Yeah,
said
he got a good resume.
all right. Let's name 10 point guards. All right.
Okay.
So from you, we're gonna start with Bob Cousy
Okay.
because you said you taking
He
Bob
didn't
Cousy.
mean that though. So we'll take Bob Cousy out.
I don't know if he meant that or not.
Bob
had
Cousy
a-
at 9, Chris at 10. Let's figure out the rest of the 8.
All right. Do you got Westbrook above Chris?
All time.
One's an MVP. One is
an
Chris
MVP.
Paul.
One is a all. One.
I
One.
guess
is
we-
one
I
is a
guess you
scoring-
gotta- I guess you got to say Westbrook.
Yeah, Westbrook. Yeah, no, yeah, it's not a
You
guess.
gotta-
Yeah,
yeah.
It's
You
not
gotta
even
say.
close, right? Would you take Kyrie?
no, all time. No,
Okay. I can kind of
I
respect that.
respect the hell out of that.
All right. Who else you got? Isaiah Thomas,
Isaiah's like my 2. Magic is 1.
Magic,
Uh,
Stephen
got
Curry.
Steph. Okay.
Now the rest of these guys you're finna name.
Oscar.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
All right. Who else we got? Jason
At
Kidd.
At this point,
I do love Jason
we
Kidd.
We not doing that though.
What you mean?
I,
you not
he'll
doing that?
he'll be on the lower tier, but I do like Jason
You want me
Kidd.
to tell you what Jason Kidd did in his prime?
I do like Jason Kidd.
You been
He's
telling
one
me
of my
how
favorite
far
guards.
he took a team and did all that.
Right.
That's cool, but Chris got a resume, bro. Jason
So
Kidd
does
was
Jason
out there with-
Kidd.
yeah, but Jason Kidd was out there like
He was passing to Brian Scalabrine in the corner. He wasn't really playing with no real all stars. You know what I'm saying?
But also his numbers ain't really
David West
crazy.
was out there going crazy in New Orleans,
But his numbers not really crazy.
and he played.
I
And
like
Chris
Jay
Paul
Kidd, though.
played with Tyson Chandler, and one could argue he's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, but I mean that don't matter.
And then who else was another guard?
I ain't gonna put Jason Kidd up there.
Anybody
Top
from
10?
in the '90s? Anybody in the '90s? You got John Stockton. I see he's on Stockton level. He ain't nothing but a black John Stockton.
I feel that.
Yeah.
But we gotta
I'm saying, too.
respect. But you gotta respect their resume. That's all I'm saying. They
I'm trying
might
to
be
think of other
overrated.
point guards. I feel like I'm missing somebody.
I mean, you got Allen Iverson and
I count him as a 2.
Okay, I feel that.
What about James Harden?
Yeah, he's a 2 for
He's
sure.
a 2.
Okay. He's played a lot of one in his career.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's just start blurring the lines at that point.
Right.
Because, I mean, LeBron's played the one out there.
So, I mean, yeah. I mean,
So-
Chris Paul is up there, man. He
Yeah.
got the resume for it, for sure.
Because anybody else I'm thinking about, I wouldn't put above him. So I wouldn't put, like, Darren above him because
Yeah.
Darren fell off. I wouldn't put Rondo. Rondo would be, like,
I don't know, man.
Rondo would be
Rondo's
my
great,
close.
but,
Like, he'd be
yeah.
number 11 if I had to
Yeah,
do
he'd be
like,
out there.
Damn, Rondo would be number
Rondo-
11.
Rondo be up there for me. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I love Rondo's game.
Y'all would have Rondo
like
over
Rondo.
Steve Francis.
I like Rondo.
Yeah. Yeah, Rondo or Steve Francis.
Steve-
Yes.
And the Stephon Marbury
Yes.
or Gilbert Arenas.
I mean,
As a point guard, yes,
whoa,
because
I don't know about Gilbert, but
those guys are, to me, those like,
but those
Gilbert
like,
could really
they
shoot the
really
lights
just
out.
scoring the ball and
yeah, those
And
are
that's
those are
important.
twos
It
and
is.
points bodies.
Yeah.
We haven't.
That's all that is.
There are twos and points bodies.
We
like,
haven't established the logo yet on that list either.
Jerry would be up there. Yeah, I put Jerry right there.
I hate talking about people from that era because
Why? It was
Like,
segregation ball.
yeah,
Jim
it
Crow.
was like only like barely any teams.
Barely any blacks.
You could definitely barely any blacks. They all had to go home and go work another job. The numbers, you know what I'm saying? That the true athletes of that time was just like their numbers are hyper inflated because the skill they was going against, guys didn't care.
I feel like you have one player in mind you're thinking about. You
Yeah,
say
Wilt for
hyper.
sure. Wilt for
I
sure.
thought you was about to talk about Elgin Baylor.
All of them
Because
really.
he
they
was
numbers
6'7",
is
putting up like
crazy.
35
I'm
and
saying.
20.
Every time you see a stat, it's like he's the second player only to Wilt, and like Wilt's done it like 100 more times.
Right? I'm like, come on, bro.
It
He's
just
playing
shows
mailman and shit.
that's just dominant.
It
Something
is
that Chris Paul ain't never did.
because now you can't do what Wilt did back then. Ain't nobody got no second job.
Yeah, I can't think of like Chauncey. I wouldn't put Chauncey up
I
there.
definitely won't put Johnson.
I wouldn't
up
put Tony up there.
Oh, we wouldn't put NBA champions, and Finals
See,
MVPs.
But
Finals
it's about more than that
MVPs.
though.
But it's
about
like when
more
I
than
say
that,
my
though.
top 10
Right,
point
'cause
guards, like
Tony
these are
Parker never missed the playoffs.
these are like floor
Yeah,
generals.
I mean,
These are
he had the luxury of playing with Manu Ginobili and Tim Duncan
right.
You said a bench player and Tim Duncan.
And I was
bench
saying
player is
Tim Duncan
crazy.
and Kawhi Leonard.
and Kawhi at one point. So I mean, Chris ain't really had that. Chris had a glorified goddamn Sean Kemp who used to get to the
Hey, Gary
playoffs.
Payton.
Who used to get to the playoffs and got
Sean Kemp made it to the finals now.
Yeah, and I'm talking about you know who I'm talking about. But he used to get to the playoffs every time. He can't play no more.
Gary
and
Payton
another
top
thing
10.
about
Don't
Chris,
act like Chris Paul wasn't like he got to the
Another-
playoffs and he
I was
wasn't
just about to say,
insured.
another thing about Chris is Chris got hurt in a lot of playoffs too, man.
He always hurt.
He got hurt in a
He's
lot of playoffs too.
He
inconsistent,
always just happens to get hurt right when the team needs him the most.
right?
Hey, that shit kind of crazy.
It's crazy.
it's
Game
crazy.
6. Oh, he got a hamstring. He out.
He had a quad back with the Clippers. It's crazy.
His
but,
hand injury. Like, come on, bro. It's always something why he can't play. Why he can't go out there and perform.
but I mean, he can't control that.
This is why they need to draft a guard. They need to trade up and draft a point guard.
Yeah,
Who?
They do need to get a good.
The Suns?
Yes, or sign and trade Ayton somewhere.
Oh yeah, because they didn't want Max too, so it's finna get ugly.
I wouldn't pay
Cause
him
he
max.
damn sure not getting Max after what just happened.
I
Trade
think
him to like Orlando and get their pick.
I don't understand how we've gotten to the point where we haven't understood that all these niggas don't deserve a max.
Oh, we understand it, but the way basketball works is like
Certain players get a max for that team. So if you put them in the general pool, they're not a max player.
That's what I'm saying.
But certain players are max players to that team.
No. They're not max players at all.
To
Because
that
Rudy Gobert ain't a max player
For
to
sure.
Utah.
No, he is for them
No, he's not.
because he's a rim. Like Hassan that 1 year for Miami. I was like,
No, but he was
man.
going out there doing that. Like he was putting
He
up
was
20.
doing
Rudy Gobert gave you 2 defensive players
But-
of the years.
Yeah, that's just the award
look-
that people who don't play basketball vote on.
look, we understand that a lot of these niggas don't need max. Tobias Harris got $180 million. But the way that it work in the GM's heads, all of these in the NBA period, it's like if I don't get this guy this money he's asking for, he gonna leave, and then we definitely gonna suck without him because we right here where we need one more like Rudy Gobert for instance. If we lose Rudy Gobert, we definitely can't. We can barely defend shit now. But we definitely can't defend shit. We gonna lose all the games. Nobody gonna show up. We gonna start falling off.
But you could pay Isaiah Stewart.
He
Isaiah
ain't
Stewart
gonna
is
do what Rudy gonna
6'9"
do. Yeah, he's not gonna do what Rudy gonna do.
or 6'7". I think
you're
he
right. He's gonna close out on them 3-point lines. He's more mobile. He can defend the rim.
Isaiah Stewart's
he
the same
can't
height
do
as
what Rudy can
Cade.
do.
I think they're both around 6'6" and 7".
But that's the way they
Rudy
view it, bro.
Gobert's 7
If I
foot
lose
2.
this guy, then we definitely gonna suck. Let me go ahead and give him this money because there's no better option. Nobody else gonna come to Utah for sure anyway.
Yeah.
So it's no better option. Let me
You
go ahead
offer
and
them
give it to him.
half of what you offer Rudy Gobert. I bet they come.
half. True, they will, but then you overpaying Isaiah Stewart.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
but
pick
I'm
your
saying
poison.
what you can do. What I'm saying is we got to start paying these players what they worth.
That's true.
And this is
But
why.
someone's gonna
And let
pay
that
Rudy
someone-
Gobert that.
And let that someone do it. Like you ever played 2K and then you realize like when it came to like re-signing players, you just started thinking like, who the fuck does this player think they are? Like you're not worth this much.
For sure. But in the NBA, it don't work like
And
that.
that's why sometimes I sign them, and then you just wait till your 60 days are up, man, and you trade it.
But they don't view it like that. Them GMs be like, I can't lose this guy because
Nah,
I'm going to
man.
lose my job. That's another thing, too. When we suck, they going to fire me. And then they going to fire the coach. And then they going to bring somebody else in who going to do the same shit.
And I think we talked about this before. Like, I don't. That's why I'm saying, if you know off rip you're not going to sign him, just trade him and get something.
For sure.
Mm-mm.
Like, cause then you could trade him for someone who has 3 years on their contract and then work that way.
For sure.
I would definitely do that every single time.
But they don't.
Like,
know,
you could trade. Like, I don't. Sacramento would be dumb to take, but they could like trade Ayton, sign trade Ayton, if like De'Aaron. And De'Aaron's already 4 years in his extension.
You hear this, man?
I
With
hear
it.
that.
Like, let's get some
He
more
playing-
Kentucky
he playing
players on
2K.
Phoenix.
I'm trying to give him a
He
point
playing
guard.
2K.
They have a point
They
guard.
don't have a point guard.
They have the point fraud.
But yeah,
You know what I'm saying,
if you
man?
want max in that league, you gonna get it, man. If you got a good enough agent,
Get De'Aaron to Phoenix.
especially with Rudy Gobert getting $200 million, anybody can get it now.
That's
Anybody's
just
agent gonna come in
disgusting.
the office and say, "Bro, look at Rudy's numbers and look at my client's numbers and tell me why we can't get that."
That's how I felt about Chandler Parsons. That's
I'm telling you, that's just the way it works now, bro. You can get whatever you want.
And you know what? As me as a GM would say to that agent, and you see, look at Rudy's numbers and look what they're paying him, and you tell me, do you think that's worth? That's what you got to argue. Like,
And then they gonna say it's obviously work, but they don't care for that though, because I'm telling you, if you lose Rudy Gobert and y'all fail to make the playoffs the next season, guess who losing their job first? The GM
yeah, because you let this all-star, two-time defensive player of the
where
year,
Hassan Whiteside at?
on the bench of the Jazz.
backing up Rudy.
You know what?
Backing up Rudy.
I'll take Hassan for whatever they paying him and let him start.
Hey man, I'm just
Rudy
telling
ain't.
There's a reason why he's not starting.
you, for sure.
How much better you think Rudy go? Yeah, because one of them getting paid 200-something mil. He's not coming off no bench.
They benched Duncan Robinson. He getting paid that.
And that's just, hey, that's Heat Nation. They different.
Yeah, he really different because they was benching Whiteside when he was over there.
Exactly. They don't care about that.
They-
That's
But
a
you
different.
can't get $200 million out there either if you ain't.
They
but
paid
shit,
Duncan
Bam
all
just
that.
gotta-
They letting Caleb Martin start or whoever
How
they
much
let
Duncan got?
start.
Duncan got like 90, right?
Mhm.
95 years.
some crazy like Bam finna get some crazy shit too.
So, Bam's finna get paid.
Like, why are you giving Duncan Robinson that much money?
I'm telling you, the
He's a-
league
he's
it
a-
just don't matter.
He's
now.
strapped up, man. His numbers up there with Clay.
He literally. First off, stop it. But he literally has one. Like, he can only do one thing.
But
Like,
he does it
But that
well.
one thing he's
What-
really good at.
y'all
and,
would
and
never.
he- and
y'all-
that's
and
valuable.
everything else, he's really bad at. Like, you would
Does
never
it
give
well.
Steve Novak $90 million.
For sure, but that's it's a
Steve
different
ain't hitting
time
at that
now.
rate that Duncan was.
Yeah, that's
Duncan
Steve,
was
yeah.
hitting on Clay's and Steph's rate. That's why you had to go ahead
Bro,
and give him that.
you're just not doing it. You're not giving
I'm
you're
just
not giving
letting
Kyle
you-
Korver $90 million.
I'm just letting you know how it works.
Don't tell me
man.
Kyle Korver wasn't hitting that well.
But
You
he
just
was-
Hey, Kyle could have got a good deal after that. What's his name? I wonder what did he get when he from Atlanta?
If Kyle was playing right
He was
now,
older at that point. Yeah,
he
you
could have
could
got
get it.
90. He could have got
Tell me.
90.
That's
It's the
fucking
same.
disgusting.
It's the same. Just like Mike Conley. It's been going.
Mike Conley,
ongoing,
no, it started. I believe,
With Joe Johnson.
with Joe Johnson.
for sure.
It-
It definitely
it
started.
started
that
with-
that like 6-year 126 or whatever.
Yeah, and at the time that was a max, and
Yeah.
everybody was like, "What?"
I'm telling you.
Joe Johnson, $100 million player.
But he actually was good, you know.
Yeah,
He wasn't $100 million dollars
definitely
good.
wasn't max.
He wasn't
definitely
$100 million
max.
good.
But
That's what I'm
telling
saying.
you,
But some people are $100 million good to that team.
that's true too. Exactly. Matter of fact, what he's saying and what I'm saying.
But
go hand in
but there was
hand.
no other star on Atlanta putting up 25 a night, 26 a night. If you
Yeah.
putting up 26 a night, I'm not mad at you getting 100 mil. If you the fifth option and you get 90 mil, like what are we doing?
Yeah, I mean, but now it's like you know,
Gobert's not even the second option.
Like Mikal could have got max.
Who?
Bridges.
Mikal Bridges?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. He got a good.
Are y'all-
He got a good.
Yo,
Mikal gonna get paid. It's probably gonna be a max, but he's gonna get paid.
He's about
They're
to
gonna
get
pay him before they pay
$40 and
Ayton.
everything.
that's crazy. He better come out
But
there.
like
And,
he said, he ain't gonna get max, but he gonna get a good. He gonna get
Yeah,
some good
because
money.
he's that to that team.
I
Like,
need, bro.
Like you
The
said.
only way you touching 100, you got to be at least touching at this point, like due to inflation, like 18 and a half a game. If you ain't touching 18 and a half, I don't care what your position is, you're not getting 100.
I feel you, and I kind of agree with that. But I'm just telling you, in the NBA, the way they see it is, if this guy walks out the door and we don't be as successful, my job is.
that's
gone.
how I think
So
with
I'ma pay
everything
him.
with sports. Like,
So I'm gonna pay him.
man, I don't want this dude as my quarterback, but who am I gonna replace him with?
Exactly.
Well, no, let me just keep this.
Exactly.
That's why, to me, that's why Matt Ryan had a job for so long. Because it's like,
You could have replaced him a long time ago.
it's like,
And then that's another thing too. The timelines don't be matching up. You
Yeah.
only got a free agent pool, so the guy that you think that you could possibly get over there, he already locked up in another deal, and that's that.
The Falcons been bad long enough for them to like just go
Oh,
one
for Matt?
year. No, to go 1 year with a bad quarterback, and now you got Justin Herbert.
but see, Matt at that time, he wasn't. Matt Ryan was a special case to me because his numbers
Numbers was good.
said that he was doing great.
numbers was
But then
good.
you watch, you're like, this nigga here, bro. And it's like 17 games to that. So it's kind of like, if you cut him, it's like, you really gonna cut a quarterback who threw for this many yards, this many touchdowns, finished top 3 in every
You don't
statistical
cut him,
category.
you just trade him.
Really interceptions.
And then you go get him
Yeah,
go get a
but then-
rookie.
Yeah, but then you got nothing.
Nah,
You playing with some kid named Jordan Blackston who
Yeah.
throwing 10 interceptions in 4 weeks.
hey man, they just got a new QB though.
That's
That
a-
new black guy they drafted.
Yeah, but he coming off the bench. He's
Black.
Mariota.
Yeah.
What was his name?
I
I
forget.
forgot. But you know, Mariota.
Ryder or Riddler or
Yeah,
something?
Riddler.
He
Yeah.
black?
Yeah, look at him. He got a little cut on him. He about black as Kaepernick.
He passing.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
What they say,
guess.
the one drop rule.
right.
Yeah.
But yeah, they got Mariota. But I honestly think Matt Ryan got a bad rep. But
Why?
because I thought that he was better than a lot of the other options.
I think so too.
He
Yeah.
is better than a lot of the other options,
So
but he's trash.
and he took them to the Super Bowl.
This is
Yeah.
what the problem is in the NFL. There are a lot of bad quarterbacks, like a lot of bad quarterbacks, and so if you're just better
Shout out to Nathan Peterman.
than the ass ones, then you look great,
That's a fact.
and that's all he was, just better than the ass ones.
And that's
He was
but,
nowhere near the elite ones.
But he took them to a Super Bowl, and like you said, the numbers are very, very
Yeah, like-
great. The numbers are great.
That's why it's like when they were like, oh, the Falcons could still make playoffs. I said that's the worst thing that the Falcons could do. If they make this playoffs, because now you can't justify getting rid of your quarterback. If he just led this team to the playoffs.
This guy took him to the Super Bowl, bro. That's another thing. Once you see that, once you got that as you know what I'm saying, you his agent, and you got, hey, we took y'all to the first Super Bowl y'all since the '90s,
And we're 15 minutes away from winning.
and he's facts. And he's a quarterback, so you know he already gonna get paid.
I'm telling you, when I'm sad, there's two YouTube clips I go to: Falcons 28-3 and Warriors 3-1, and I just sit there and say, okay, life's a little bit better now watching the niggas lose.
I definitely love watching that Warriors 3-1.
I go to the documentary when the Cavs are putting in the little puzzle
The
pieces.
puzzle piece?
Yep.
I love the part when Brian is down 3-1 and he's like, "We got them."
Yep.
I'm like, "Oh, this nigga."
This
Oh,
nigga
yeah.
won one game. Was like, this
We got
it.
him. We
We
got
got him.
I
I'm
was
like,
"Oh shit."
what's this nigga saying?
No, for real. So yeah,
Yeah.
I love watching that shit.
Every time I get down, I go back and watch that. Like, yeah, look at these niggas' demise.
That shit, yeah, facts. Like I can't be worse than them. So however it's going.
That y'all like watching the finals the next year?
I mean, it's cool, but it was just unfair. So
How is it
Yeah.
unfair?
come on, bro. We ain't
It was
got
5 guys on one team, 5 on the other. I just
no-
don't-
Kevin Durant and Steph Curry count for 2 guys.
I think KD leaving was the dumbest decision
crazy.
ever.
But
Bro.
it had to happen.
Like,
They hated him.
like,
The team didn't like, especially Draymond. They didn't like him, and it didn't feel original. And then Kevin Durant all emotional.
You know what's crazy? If he stays, the roster doesn't change.
For sure, they got money for days.
Because Jordan Poole was somebody they drafted. KD had towards ACL. Clay was out, and Steph was injured the next season. So they were going to be trash regardless. And so whatever, they were still going to get Wiseman.
For sure.
Because KD, Steph, and Clay weren't playing.
yep. That's why I didn't like. That's why I realized what I don't like about the Warriors. So when they were going through it, I thought it was Steph, right?
Uh-huh.
And then when everyone was gone and it was just Steph and he was hooping, I said it wasn't Steph. I love Steph's game.
Right.
And then I was like, was it Clay? And I was like, no, Clay's amusing to me.
It was KD.
No, it wasn't KD. It was Draymond.
Oh, you don't like
What?
And I was like, that's what it was, because when they were all gone and it was just Draymond, I didn't hear anything. I didn't hear a peep. There was no talking. All this that he be doing is when his boys are there. When they
he def talking
won 19 games, I didn't see Draymond have no podcast. I didn't see Draymond was talking all of the press conference. He was sitting there quiet.
He was on TNT.
He would have games where he wouldn't even play. Not because he was hurt, because there was no point. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
go look at his averages that year. It was awful. And I'm like, this was the problem. He talk a good game when he has the greatest shooter of all time right here. But when it's just him out here, he ain't worth nothing.
Is it because he talk and he's not doing nothing crazy on the court? Because I remember Clay saying when they had KD, he was like, "Well, y'all just gotta get better if y'all want to beat us." That's what Clay said. He was like, "Well, y'all want to say it's unfair? Just get better." That's what Clay said.
Yeah.
But no one had a problem with Clay saying that.
But yeah, because Clay was part of the, like, why we had to get better. No one's like, we just get one Draymond and we're good. No, like, Draymond average, like, they be holding Draymond up to, like, up here. And I'm like, this dude averages, like, 8 points and, like, 6 assists. Like, he ain't all, like, even if you want to say, like, he is Boris Diaw. That's it.
I like that comparison.
He is Boris Diaw. Like, why are we, like, holding him to such high regard? Like, Draymond's word is, like,
You gotta understand, like, the chemistry that they have when it comes to the screens and the movement and the passes he be making.
Man, he is the reason LeBron and not Rick Barry. What's the Barry that's mad about illegal screens?
Brent Barry.
Brent. Yeah. Or is that Daddy? What's the dad? It's Rick, ain't it? Ain't that? Yeah, Rick Barry and, like, LeBron. And LeBron just tweeted about the illegal screens.
Mm-hmm.
That's Draymond. They're just watching Draymond highlights. I always
There's
said
definitely some illegal shit going on there.
I always said, like, I was like, man, I wish I was in the NBA, because I would just tell Draymond, like, look, bro, I'm tired of this illegal stuff, and I'm not gonna do anything to you. Your other teammates are gonna feel this, because if you get hurt, it's not gonna be the same. I'm going to, like, hurt Steph or Clay, and next time you do something illegal to me.
He definitely be on them illegal screens.
Yeah, because I watched a play where he just threw a dude to the ground, and he'd be like, what? Well, he's like, I have a reputation for some odd reason, and I just watched you, like, just throw the dude to the ground. And I'm like, that's why you have the reputation.
I mean, that's fair.
He was like, oh, if I would have did that, I would have got fined. It's like, dude, you went on a whole spree of kicking niggas in the dick. It wasn't one. It was like 4 incidents in which you were a serial dick kicker. Like, this wasn't a one. It's like he did it 3 times on Steven Adams alone. Like,
serial dick kicker is wild.
Serial dick kicker is crazy.
So it's like crazy. He be acting like what, huh? Like, it was one play that was like, you gotta admire Draymond's hustle. And a girl quoted was like, all he did was cause a turnover, then go down the other end and tackle a dude. And y'all talking about admire his hustle.
I remember that play.
Yeah, bro. Like, they just be blowing. So I think that's what it is. I'm like, I hope Luka just knocks them off. Like,
how come players who are quoted as dirty work players, how come they're the ones who talk the most shit? Like,
because I guess
you got Marcus Smart, you got Pat Bev.
And
let's talk about Pat Bev.
And I like both of them. Like, it's just.
What, you like Pat Bev?
I love his energy. Yeah, I would love Pat Bev on my team.
Yeah, I like Pat Bev.
You wouldn't love Draymond on your team? You would rather have him on the other team?
He's annoying. I don't want him either one. I felt that Suns owner. That Suns owner is my spirit animal, because he was like, why does Draymond go around saying nigga and not getting in trouble? And I was like, yeah, man. Facts.
What?
Shout out the Suns owner, man. He needs to fund this podcast.
Bro, you have an issue.
Like, yeah, you got it.
That man's my spirit animal.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But nah,
Pat Bev on First Take was wild. Like,
he was doing too much.
He was just getting up there saying, well, like KD tweeted, he running around like he popped. Like, this nigga ain't did shit.
You ain't done nothing, brother.
Like, and every time you get a quote from Pat Bev, it's like, you're Pat Bev.
Nah, when he said ESPN gave me the numbers and it say Giannis #1 and I'm #2, that means when I'm on you, it feel like Giannis is guarding. I was like, I don't know what numbers they conjured up for this nigga, but them shits can't be real.
My favorite quote was when he told Steph, bro, y'all had the last 5, the next is mine. Like, I love that. I was like, yeah, man.
He was saying that, and then, like, later, he gonna go down the line once he's traded. He said, sorry ass Clippers.
Running around like he popped, man.
I love Pat Bev, man.
He's talking like
he's talking crazy.
He said, I'm not gonna say no names. Fuck it. I was talking to Paul George, and we said we want the Suns. Like, nobody's scared of the Suns.
I hate when a team says we won't, and then they couldn't even you couldn't even get past the first round, but you wanted them.
I hate when the team say I want this team, and then they go out there and that ain't really the team you wanted because every time that team that you tank for end up beating you.
My thing was, he was like, I ain't like when he talked about the Lakers or the bubble. He was like, that's a bubble championship, man. The bubble wasn't real. It was like, but y'all gave up like a 3-1 lead in the bubble. Like,
he said that?
Yeah.
He said the bubble
Yeah.
wasn't real?
Yeah.
It's like, but dude, I don't like when you discredit something that you were a part of. Like, if it wasn't, why didn't y'all win? Like, y'all lost.
And if you would have won the championship, if you participate in the bubble and you won that championship, you won. There's no way in hell you would have said, "Oh, it's a fake ring."
Now, granted,
They gave
no
up
matter who won that championship, I was calling it a Mickey Mouse championship.
I feel
it
that.
was Mickey Mouse on the merch.
I feel that it was at Disneyland.
Because it was
But to
they
me,
gave up a 3-1 lead in the bubble. That was so easy that anyone could win championship. Y'all gave up a 3-1 lead.
who did they give it up to? Was it
The Nuggets.
Nuggets?
yeah, bro.
And then Luka was kicking ass.
You know what? The bubble was. I don't count that because T.J. Warren was playing like we ain't never seen him play before.
That's what makes the
or
bubble
again.
so crazy.
It shows you like who the
If T.J. Warren can do that out there, and Jamal Murray was doing that out there, and Donovan Mitchell was doing that out there, you beating these guys who doing that out there.
Right.
By the way,
this championship.
Bubble Jamal Murray is one of the best basketball players I've ever seen in my life, and
sure.
I wish
He's not better than Bubble Donovan Mitchell.
What?
What you
Donovan
mean?
Mitchell was
What?
losing it
Donovan?
He beat Donovan.
Yeah, because he had Jokic. He had a 2-time MVP on
And
his
then
team.
he would have beat
the other
beat-
guys playing with the
came
guy
back-
who wanted to touch all the mics and
They
the
came-
reason the league shut down.
Weren't they up? Were they up? Were they down? They were down on the Jazz, right?
Yeah,
they were down.
And then they came back and won. Then they came back and won against the Clippers.
right.
So I love LeBron's one of my favorite players. So I was like, okay, he don't get a championship. That'd be dope. But part of me was just like, let Jamal win, because if Jamal Murray would have touched the final court, I would have called him the best player in this era. If he would have gotten to the finals during that bubble, it would have been out of doubt. You could have threw whatever number you wanted at me. It would have been out of doubt in my mind. That's the best player I've ever seen in my life.
Even
Because
though
he
that's
took out LeBron and AD. He would have came back 3-1 in the last two series.
even though that's an egregious take, I'm not mad at it because when it comes to just certain players, I don't care what numbers say. When I'm out there watching it, I know who's the best nigga
you
on
always
this
got to
court.
give it the eye test for sure.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That
Like,
nigga got that dog test.
One thing, the dog test is crazy.
he got someone don't got that dog in him.
One thing is crazy about the Clippers blowing that 3-1 lead in the bubble is I was saying the whole time it was going, I was like, it's no way LeBron can beat this Clipper team. That shit is impossible. The Clippers really would have won a championship. All they had to do was beat them niggas. Because it was impossible for LeBron to beat Kawhi and all them niggas. I was like, it's impossible.
they
Kawhi
ran-
his weakness.
It was impossible.
They ran into one of the
fucking
greatest
lost
basketball
to
players of
Jamal
all
Murray.
time, Bubble Jamal Murray.
Nikola Jokic. That's
Bubble
it.
Jamal Murray is one of the best.
Niggas
It's
lost
gang
to
sign
Jamal
John
Murray.
Wall. It's Kobe biting jersey. It's Max LeBron untucked and it's Bubble Jamal Murray. He's the number one.
Hey, that's crazy.
So what is 60-point stretch James Harden go?
Below Jamal Murray.
That's crazy.
I ain't gonna lie. 6-point stretch, James Harden might be the best player to ever play basketball.
It wasn't in the playoffs.
I feel that.
Bubble Jamal Murray is a different nigga.
I feel
Yeah,
that.
that's the Mickey Mouse basketball.
He's a different nigga.
We watching Rico Hines with
He
with
dropped what?
referees.
He dropped 50 and then was like talking to the nigga who he dropped 50 on. Like, hey man. After the game.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
We watching Rico Hines with referees. Like, how are we really counting this?
He went on IG Live after he dropped 50.
Niggas can do nothing but hoop. That's like, I
No
feel like
distractions,
that's
no nothing.
distractions.
I feel like that's the
you-
purest.
The purest ring. That's what I was saying. I feel like that's the purest ring.
Because you
ever.
literally
You
woke
want me
up.
to tell you what that?
These niggas now, you know what they do? Luka
That-
was just out having beers and shit, man. Luka was just out
What did
drinking
Pat Bev
beers
say?
and shit.
With the night before with Chris Paul, he out drinking.
Yo, that's what Luka was doing. In the bubble, you couldn't do that. You got to go back to your room, zero in. What you think they doing in there? They
That's what
can't do
That's
shit.
what I'm saying. See, but part of the NBA is the distractions.
I feel that.
The crowd, Spike Lee telling you trash, even though his team down 30. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that is really important, and that takes in that's the biggest part. Now you out there with no distractions.
Now
it's
we
like-
see
At
now we
your
seeing who
best.
can really
You're
hoop.
at your best.
And it's a lot of players who actually feed off the crowd. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So now they're at a disadvantage.
That's true. But how many times you seen that so far this playoffs?
What players feed off the crowd?
Feeding off the crowd and go do some crazy shit and it just
Yeah,
And
some of
that
the
be
people who feed off the crowd, they gone. And B,
That's
gone.
what I'm saying. And that's
What you
and
mean?
then I'm saying like that be the reason they win. Like it's not.
Draymond was out there screaming, "Whoop that trick," and he's still playing.
Yeah, but look who he played with.
Right, this is the thing. That's why I say, like, people talk about that bubble. Could you imagine Steph and Clay in that bubble?
That shit would have been ridiculous.
They would've-
I guarantee if they won, it would have never. It would have been.
I'm just saying the amount of points they would put. I think even LeBron said, "It was like, bro, if they were in that bubble, it would have been crazy because like
filthy.
they would have put up ungodly numbers. It was a shooter's gym.
Then
They
you-
would have put up ungodly. numbers.
Then you gotta account for the lack of travel. So like,
That's what I'm saying. It was just pure hoops, man.
it's not.
They need to
It's
lock.
not NBA basketball.
They need to
Is what
lock-
I'm saying.
I feel-
That's what
I
I'm
feel
saying.
what you're saying.
I'm just saying it's not NBA basketball.
It's basketball,
But
though.
it's basketball at its purest.
This is
form.
like-
You got wrestling. Was it sports entertainment, and then you got sports like this. You got the WWE, and then you got what the leotards, Olympic style wrestling. Like this is
Right.
wrestling at its
This is
purest form.
That's what I'm saying.
All
Buckets.
the glitter, all the fans, and the sun. That's cool.
Buckets.
That's
We all on
important.
equal. We all on equal playing fields. None of us got COVID. None of us got to go home. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas be going home. Who knows what they be doing at home?
They're not partying.
Some
They
niggas
can't.
be shooting up. They come back and they goddamn they good as hell in basketball. You know what I'm saying? They be taking all kind of PEDs and shit. We all on equal playing field in the bubble.
Ain't
So I
no
respect
strip
it,
clubs
bro.
the night before. Ain't none of
None
that,
of
man.
James Harden was out there talking about he with Lil Baby and them at 5 o'clock in the morning. You can't do that in the bubble. You got to be
saying?
locked in.
Some people like somebody like James Harden would see that motivation from Lil Baby at 5 a.m. He know now he know tomorrow he got to drop 50 because Lil Baby just dropped 50 in the studio.
Yeah, man. Look.
Come on.
Harden's like the ultimate groupie, man.
The biggest of all.
He with Travis. He with Baby. He
What
was
you
with
mean?
Surf.
Yeah.
Bro, first off, he was just in Houston. That's all that was.
That's true.
He
but-
put he put Houston on more than Travis.
He
Bro,
really
he was-
solidified himself as a groupie when he said, "Yeah, they came to my house.
They came to his house. He
They
didn't go to
came to my
theirs.
house at like 5 a.m. And I
That's
had
got to be a
practice.
part of it.
I gotta hear what these guys gotta say." I said, "Brother, it's gonna get released. It's gonna get released.
You don't know that.
Part of that,
If
man.
not, you know what I'm saying? You 4PF, they'll send you the track.
Him and Baby out in Paris.
All kind of crazy shit, bro.
He
Fashion
took Baby
Week.
to Paris. You know he been on a fashion shit.
James-
Lil Baby ain't never been no fashion guy.
James really
Look,
real groupie,
James
I
was
ain't
telling Lil Baby how to act around them cameras and whatnot. What are y'all talking
James
about?
a groupie. I ain't gonna count.
Yeah.
He gave PJ Tucker a house.
He gotta
Like,
quit hanging around these rappers.
I just don't understand. He's just a generous person.
James want to rap. He want to be a ball. He
He
want to be a
definitely-
rapper.
Oh yeah, all the ball players want to be rappers.
Hey man, one person I gotta apologize to is Chris Broussard because
His sources.
he said sources said that Drake had talks with Kawhi about putting him on the OVO label and whatnot.
Well, that was real.
And I was like, no, why would you report something like this? Like, this doesn't even make sense. Like, this is like, how is this a pitch to stay in Toronto? Now, to the average nigga, that does sound pretty amazing. You know what I'm saying?
sure.
But this is Kawhi Leonard. Like,
At the end of the day, all these niggas is niggas.
And look at Kawhi now. He
Putting
dropped
out
the
music
album.
with Young Boy.
Dropped the album.
And I was
So,
like,
He
what
dropped
the
the whole
hell?
damn
What's that
album.
nigga? What's the nigga name? Maji, the GM for Toronto. He
Yeah.
had to play the whole time.
For
He
sure,
he
he
knew
had
it.
to play.
He knew it. These niggas need a nigga. That's why these niggas need a nigga. Point blank. Point blank.
For sure.
Point blank. He knew this nigga wanted to rap. We gonna bring Drake in here, cause bringing a rapper in to any NBA pitch meeting sounds
That
absurd.
shit sound crazy.
So, imagine the Heater trying to pitch Jimmy and they bring in Rick Ross or
Yeah,
DJ
that's
Khaled.
crazy shit.
You
Like
know
what? But he knew that nigga wanted to rap.
you know what's crazy? A lot of teams only have like brand ambassadors as rappers. Like Atlanta is really basically just Quavo.
For sure.
DC is
And
is
Gucci.
Wale. Miami is
It's
kind of like
Khaled.
it's Khaled, a Rick Ross. You know,
Yeah.
I don't. That's,
These niggas want to rap, man.
Yeah, they know how to get them niggas in check, man.
Ain't no Utah rapper. That ain't what they bout.
in Brooklyn, you got Jay-Z. Hov will be at the game at any time.
For sure.
That's
You know what I'm
crazy.
saying?
Yeah.
But they know they doing. Boston ain't doing that.
But Drake really play a bigger role than the rest of them niggas.
Yeah.
No, I mean him and Wale had the same role.
Yeah, but I'm saying
Nah, but
like
his-
he doing more.
I
Yeah.
mean, what would a Wale-based jersey look like?
I mean,
Yeah.
not just Jersey. He got his own.
He has his own
got
club.
OVO night. He got his own club. And
Wale has a
all
Wale
kinds of
night.
shit.
He don't have a club. What he say? I got a club in the
Wale night
Raptors
don't even
arena.
sound real. I ain't gonna count.
He said what?
Wale night don't even sound right. I ain't gonna count.
Why?
I don't know. It's just something about that that ain't
Dang,
right.
bro, niggas just be hating on Wale for no
Hey,
reason.
man.
He said I got a club in the Raptors arena.
Yeah, he doing
He
shit.
massaging Nick Nurse.
I mean, Khaled was doing that to Spoelstra. That don't mean nothing.
But yeah, man.
Nah, Drake means more to Toronto than a lot of these rappers mean to their city.
I think Drake mean more to Toronto than Joe Biden mean to us.
Yeah.
Like he's
It was
he's
a
bigger
stat.
than our
It
president.
was a stat that said like Drake. What did it say? Drake accounts for like 90% of the tourism to Toronto. I said, first of all,
filthy.
how are they accounting for
Yeah,
that?
how do you even do that?
Are you
What's
waiting till
your
they get off the
metrics?
plane and say what brought you here?
Right?
And it's like I heard reviews. Had to see what y'all were doing.
Yeah, Drake be talking about y'all a lot.
Yeah, like, but they, like this nigga. That's why I believe it when what Gucci said that
Oh yeah, he's not the only rapper that said that.
Oh,
that
yeah.
Drake pulled some strings to get him out there.
Yeah, Push said he can't go back to Toronto.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is what I knew.
that's hard. I ain't gonna cap. That's hard.
This is what I
No,
knew.
he said Canada.
Yeah, Canada.
Damn.
Got him out of the whole country.
Yeah, he was like, it was like, is it customs? He's like, nah, I can get. He's like, but if I throw a show there, man, it's
not happening.
It's just not happening.
Oh, that's so fire. I ain't gonna cap.
No, do you know what last time what happened?
they did some crazy shit.
No,
like that,
they tried, but you know, it's still Push. You know what I'm saying? Like
he handled it well. I think I remember. I forgot what.
Yeah,
nah,
but
that nigga got his ass beat, whoever it was. Like,
But
it's just like the police like,
That you
nah,
could
we
ban a
ain't
nigga from a
country.
country.
Is
This
crazy.
nigga Drake got too much. I knew he had too much power when he sang the song. He said, "Customs don't even come on the plane. We just wave at them."
That's
And
right.
I'm like, oh wait, this nigga has way too much power. He could be smuggling drugs at this
Doing
point.
whatever
And
the fuck he want.
they're not even caring no more.
Yeah, that's fire. I ain't gonna cap. Getting a nigga out the country because he goddamn smoked you in a rap beef. That's
I don't
hard.
blame him. If I had the power, I'd do the same
That's
thing.
hard. That's a different
Really?
type
Yeah.
of flex on
Hell
your
yeah.
life. I wouldn't. I don't think I would.
I would have made it public. I wouldn't. It wouldn't have been a secret.
Oh,
I'd be like,
shit.
nigga, you can't come to this
I'm about
country,
to say,
nigga.
it is funny because niggas be trying to do that in America, but it don't work.
Yeah.
But,
Oh, yeah.
but he actually did that shit.
and
yeah,
didn't
so
say
he right. If he
nothing.
made it public, that would have been hard.
He
Nah,
didn't
but
say
I mean, but Push
Push
can still
Push
do
told
it.
us.
But
But it ain't
he's saying
done.
like he's
But-
like
You know what I mean?
it ain't worth the
Yeah,
trouble.
it ain't worth the
going-
trouble.
You know what I'm saying?
You know all these rappers like, bro, you gotta check in when you come see me.
Really
This
gotta check
nigga
in.
legit said, no, bro, you're not coming to a country. He's from Toronto. He
said,
can't
"Oh,
go to
show
Montreal. He can't go to Quebec. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
wild.
He has to stop at the Niagara Falls. That's it. The closer you get to Canada is Buffalo, New York. You understand? That's wild.
That's hard.
That is crazy.
That's too hard. He got that going. Damn, they really fuck with that nigga, man.
That's what I'm saying,
Yeah,
bro.
I mean, what else do they got going for them?
For
That's
sure.
what-
What, hockey?
Raptors.
I mean, their NBA championship in the last
Yeah,
5 years.
they're pretty recent.
They got the Blue Jays as well, right?
Yeah.
Did they win a championship or they lost? I don't
They
know.
won one recently, I don't think.
Well, yeah, man. If I could do that just for like a city, I think that's the hardest
flex.
shit.
That's
A
super
country?
flex. I ain't gonna count. Yeah, country is crazy.
Why do rappers try to do that? Like, say you can't come here unless you check in. Like, who
It's
who, do,
persona.
Niggas
and
are
it's
egos.
Yeah,
who do they think they are? Like,
persona. They trying to flex. They trying to
Niggas' egos be too crazy.
thinking
and,
they something
and
crazy.
it's always just really Cali niggas.
Yeah,
Like Cali
weird.
niggas really think they run the state. Like,
Cali too big to be doing any of that. I feel like.
first
like,
off, I don't know how Cali niggas have ops with traffic like that. Like, yeah. How can you have like, oh, I'm a slide down on the op, I'm gonna catch him? Like, bro, you in standstill traffic for like 4 hours
For sure.
you know what got me?
every day.
was when the Gucci Jeezy thing happened,
Uh-huh.
and it was like Jeezy was like, bro, real estate, like, bro, I own like half of Atlanta or something like that, and I was like, what half? Because like Georgia State got like a good 1/3, Tyler Perry got the other. I said, what half Jeezy got? Like
Yeah, it's going wild.
I don't know what Jeezy owns, to be honest with you. I've never heard of a
That's
Jeezy owned
that's
enterprise.
That's a crazy try to flex to try to make the Gucci man. He don't care about what you own, brother.
yeah. It's like I own half Atlanta. I'm like, nigga, what half?
I ain't gonna
though?
lie.
Like,
Gucci Mane was up there talking about killing this man homeboy, and he telling him how much property he owned. That's kind of wild.
that's
I ain't gonna
hilarious.
I mean,
Cap.
what are you supposed to say?
You don't. I don't know. But what's the point of saying how much property you own?
That was the most nervous I've ever been watching two celebrities. I
Bro,
promise you.
I was like, yo.
I thought like a lot of times I watched it like they ain't nothing gonna pop off. I literally was sitting there like, oh this nigga, oh this
Yeah, when
they
he
finna
said
cut
it, I
this.
was like, oh.
He was like, put this nigga in the dirt. I'm like, oh this is it. That's it. This is they finna cut this live.
I ain't gonna lie. I was like, you know, Gucci could be a clone until he did that right there. I said, nah, he ain't no clone.
Why would he be a clone? How
That's
would,
the real one.
do you know how long it would and like
That's the
the
real
process
one.
it would take to clone somebody like
Bro,
Gucci
they
Mane?
got it,
Could
bro.
be a clone.
You have to raise him, then teach him how to rap
They out here
at the
cloning
same
motherfuckers.
time as
Nah,
Gucci
bro, they
was
can't-
They
born.
don't
They
know the
can't-
technology. They probably pulling him out with his brain, with everything on him already. They probably pull him out the machine.
One, I forgot who I was talking to. Was like, bro, these niggas. I was talking about how the baby is like the most violent rapper I know, and he was like, man, he's not gonna be satisfied till they throw his ass in jail, kill him, and pull out a clone. And I was like, damn, you think that's what they gonna do? Then I started getting worried about all the other rappers. Like, they gonna do that to Kodak for sure. Then Kodak finna come back a clone,
For sure.
be reformed.
Oh,
Son,
speaking
that's
of
what
Kodak, all right, y'all heard the new Kendrick album?
I haven't finished
I
it.
ain't heard it.
First off, that's hilarious.
No,
like that is hilarious.
So no, this is what happened. So it came out right, and then I went to sleep that night. So I woke up. Everybody on Twitter was like had different opinions, and so usually when an album come out, it's like 2 or 3 different opinions on it, right? Kendrick had like 30 different opinions. I said, okay, clearly I'm gonna have to go sit down and listen to this myself,
Right.
Because I can't even get a consensus on what this sounds like. Like I didn't have to hear the Jack Harlow thing. Twitter was telling me like it's cool, but it ain't all that.
For sure.
You know,
I mean, it's Jack Harlow.
right? And exactly,
Baby
but
Drake.
it was I knew a consensus of what it was.
Right.
So,
With Tyler, like I told you, I ain't heard that, but consensus I kept hearing it was good.
it's good. Okay, I feel you.
So when I got on Twitter today and I'm like, I'm reading 20 different things about this. I said I gotta sit down and listen. So I was like, okay. So I listened to like 9 songs today,
Mm,
and I
that's
got to work.
part
I said,
one.
yeah, I stopped right at the little song where apparently he arguing with his girl.
It
Yeah.
got more than,
It's
it
2
got
parts.
18 songs?
Yeah.
So I
Dang.
stopped right there, and I said I'm gonna finish the rest today when I get done with.
Lift your mic.
Oh, my fault.
I said I'm
Yeah.
gonna finish the rest when I get done with this.
Right,
So
right.
it's not like I was like I ain't checking for it. It's just because I got online. It's like 30 different opinions. I said okay, let me wait. But from what I heard, it was good. I don't know what niggas was talking about.
Was it great? Like was it? See, my thing is when I was listening to it, I was like, I wouldn't play this again.
No, see, I like. So this is why I will say, what I like about Kendrick is that when I listen to his music, it sounds like he took his time.
Hmm.
It sounds like he's giving me a lot of him. Like,
Right.
how long was he going? Like 4 years. This sounded like this took me 4 years to write.
To develop
lot
these
of-
thoughts and
yeah,
whatnot.
and
Yeah.
a lot of these rapper stuff now, like Drake and even like Cole, like they stuff don't sound like it took them however long it took them.
Mm.
I feel
Like
that.
it could have took Drake 2 years to make Certified Lover Boy. It didn't sound like that. It sounded real microwavable,
Yeah.
you know. And so when I listen to Kendrick, I'm like, man, this took a lot out of him because he's touching on like personal stuff. He's touching
Right.
on like growth development, and this is how it sounds. Like it sounds like
I
got a
hear that,
piece of him.
but like
I don't get that with Certified Lover Boy.
it's you definitely don't get that with Certified Lover Boy. But my thing is when it comes to Kendrick music or like what people consider deep topics aren't really that deep because we've had the same conversations thousands of times
Yeah.
before.
For sure.
So it's like it baffles me when people hear things like this and they're like our age and I know they've heard other songs. I just know it.
Yeah.
But nah, they haven't though. When you think about it, cause like, Lil Baby not touching on that.
Yeah,
Young Boy
but
not touching on
Yeah,
some
but
of that stuff.
he's
so.
talking about like other artists.
other
like,
artists
Like
have
who?
like I mean Ye has, Hove has, Cole has, like
But that's what's like.
you've heard these
sure.
topics before, like in the shit. Even Kendrick has. Like in Section 80, he it's just as deep as Section 80. Because if you listen to Section 80, he talk about things of that
Yeah.
nature. So like to me, it's like they're like, oh my God, it's just so. And I'm like,
I don't think it's that it's like this is new to me. I think it's like I'm impressed that he was open enough to talk about this.
I want to
wax.
hear new shit.
Like I'm like niggas having daddy issues and women people having that. That's not a new topic, but for him to like
It's
put this on wax, like
it's
I'm
new to him.
yeah, and it's a new
It's
feeling.
new from him.
Yeah.
type shit.
That's what I'm
I'd
saying.
rather hear I've been buying Birkin bags for bitches like they 3 for 1. Like I'd rather hear stuff like
Wait,
that.
who
Like,
said that?
Lil
Baby.
baby.
Oh, that's hard. I ain't gonna count.
Like I've
3
never.
for 1 is crazy.
You see,
But-
what I'm
but I
saying?
feel what
like
he's
I want to
saying,
hear something
though.
that's gonna blow my mind.
But that
like,
ain't gonna come but that ain't gonna come from Kendrick though.
You want me to tell you why that blow my mind?
Why
Because
that?
you know how hard it is to get a Birkin bag.
sure.
Yeah,
You
man,
have
it's like-
you have to be on a wait list
For sure.
to get a Birkin bag. And then once you're on that wait list, whatever one Hermes gives you is what they give you. You don't even get to choose what you want. So for Baby to say he been buying them like they 3 for 1.
3 for 1 is crazy.
It's
that's
like
a
that.
bar for
That's
real.
something that blows my mind. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing. Like Kendrick don't be giving me nothing that's gonna blow my mind. You know?
I mean, he can flex on you like that, but that's not what he wanted for. That's not.
Yeah, that's
fact.
Cool. He had to do something else. He
yeah,
something different.
But the whole concept of the album is pretty much him telling you he's a nigga. Like,
but see, like I don't even like to put Butterfly, but like on the song like Black of the Berry, and then he touches on like him talking about Black Lives Matter and all that stuff.
Right.
And then talk about gang banging. It's like I'm killing niggas too. Like that make me a hypocrite. Like that's not like a new like thought, but this is a new thought coming from this particular artist, and he's packaged it to me in a new thought.
What I got from this album from Kendrick is him trying to make it seem like he's not as deep as people say he is. Like from the root of it, he's like a regular nigga, just like the rest of us. Like that was the root of this album. You know what I'm saying? It was like one song where he was talking about. He was flex. He's like, I bought this car for what? And I was like, oh, I've heard that before. And I was like, okay, you're just now realizing that this was pointless and this is what you went through or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I'm not knocking that. You know? But it's just, to me, it's just like, okay. For me, like, my problem with Kendrick music is majority of his songs are concept songs. And so when you have a concept song, it's only like, all right, you listen to it once, and then it's like, okay, when do I play this again? Like, you got music where it's like, okay, this is meant to be enjoyed for a long time.
But he gives you that. I haven't heard this whole album, but like in other albums, he gives you that. So like, he might give you. He
heard 9 songs, and then the first 9 he hasn't heard it.
Oh no, he has like I think like that was an N95. That's like you could play that like.
I heard it on the radio.
Like yeah, you can play that in the club. But I also like with like damn. As much as thought provoking stuff, you got Love on there. You could play Love. You could play Loyalty. You can play Loyalty. Like he still gives you that stuff.
You can. That's what I'm saying. You can. I'm just not. It's just not.
See, because what I like about my artists, I like my artists to have flaws, right? I think that's one problem. Like I don't want this podcast to cancel. I think the part of my disconnect with like say an artist like Beyonce, right, is she presents like this perfect package.
No, she doesn't.
And I don't know. No, like I don't know. I haven't heard an opinion from her that was like, she said what? Because she just won't say nothing.
Yeah.
I like my artists just to hop out.
Like very politically correct.
Yeah, like that. That's why Ye's one of my favorite artists because Ye don't care. I like Cardi B because she say whatever she wants. She talking about some y'all
you like
got
humans.
Y'all like exactly.
Sure.
Like I like you to. So when I listen to the Kendrick tape and I'm like, he's saying the stuff that.
Oh, he's pretty much basically saying like he's.
I ain't on this pedestal that y'all putting me on.
Fact.
Like I'm not no rap god. Like I had a problem with my aunt being this, and I had a problem with this and that.
Right.
I ain't and like J. Cole had that in a song where he was just like, this girl was like, I can't believe you calling brothers niggas, like knowing what you know. And he was like, don't put me on a pedestal. Don't put me on a pedestal because I know better and I'm still doing it. Like I'm just as bad as these niggas because I went to school and got educated.
Right.
I like stuff like that.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah, that's good. That made me actually want to listen to the album. What he just said.
I like my artists.
It's not a bad album.
I heard that song with Kodak Black on it.
It's multiple. Kodak is like he pretty much narrates the album.
Yeah, but it's one that say featuring Kodak. I think it's only one that say featuring.
Now check this out. Now Twitter was very, very upset that Kodak was on this album because Kodak has a quote unquote
had a case on
a controversial past.
Yeah, very controversial.
Now, my thing is this: since Kendrick has pretty much branded himself as the Pulitzer guy, the I'm this guy, you know what I'm saying? The guy with no flaws is you try to portray it. He got slack for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now Kodak was just on Future's album.
Kodak was just on Lotto's album.
Kodak everywhere.
Right, and no one in the world had an issue with Kodak being on
that's kind of
nobody
crazy.
else's
I
album.
never think about it like that.
No one has Bruno Mars did a song with Kodak Black.
And Gucci.
Right.
Who has killed a man.
Yeah.
And like no one had an issue. But now since Kendrick Lamar is doing it,
Mr. Morale.
right now everybody's upset. That is crazy.
That just goes to show, like you said, the pedestal that they put him on.
Yeah, that's it. That proves his point.
That's,
Like
that's one of the reasons I don't like his music as much, is because the way that everyone else presents it to you is kind of.
that's how I feel about Cole. Cole fans, and and I think I said this
I
to you
feel
guys
that
too.
too.
Cole has never been that person for me where I thought he was like how you say like concept song. Cole ain't never been that like none of Cole music to me is very like thought provoking or like this is gonna be a
Right.
thesis paper on it. But his fans was like pushing it to me like yeah it was. I'm like
Yeah, that's what they do.
nah
with
this
Kendrick.
ain't
You know
it.
what? I finally figured it out. Cole and Kendrick fans are equivalent to Cassidy fans. Because let me explain.
I'm here. I'm here. I'm listening.
When you listen to Cassidy, right? You understand everything he's saying. Nothing's going over your head. Some of it's cool, you know what I'm saying? Some of it's like,
Cassidy battle rap fans.
No, I'm talking about Cassidy fans in general. Like,
Okay. Ooh, Lord.
right. And
I didn't
so
know they existed.
right, they do.
For sure.
So the thing is, if you go to the comment section of a Cassidy rap, like like anything that has Cassidy involved, all the comments gonna say, "Oh, they playing Cassidy like this wasn't hard. Oh, they just wasn't getting it." You know what I'm saying? I'm like, no. I
Understood all of that.
understood everything that this artist was trying to say. I get the message. What I'm telling you, I'm not seeing what you seeing
That's a
when
fact.
you looking at this.
That's
I'm
a
not
fact.
seeing this Cole that you are presenting me. I'm not
it-
seeing this Kendrick. You're telling me To Pimp a Butterfly is the best album of all time. I'm not even seeing it as top 100. Like
I
I'm
say
not
all
understanding
time.
what
It
you.
is good. I'm gonna say all the
They
time.
be saying that, bro.
But that's how like I think Nicki fans did that one time to me. It was like motorsport, right? And it was like, you guys don't understand. Nicki said, all your friends would be dead. You could get hit with the Uzi. Do y'all not get that? Cause Uzi had a song with all my friends are dead, and Uzi's a gun. She's amazing. I'm like, well, that wasn't no
That's
conflict.
yeah, that's
That
nothing.
didn't take me, but like when I heard it, I got it. I said I thought the harder line was when she said,
I don't work in the office, but they copying, and that's facts though.
yeah. I thought that was a harder line. I was like, that's actually a really good line right there. Like,
So I want to get around some Kendrick fans and just listen to like a Kendrick album, like where they know the words to, and then same with like Cole fans. I want to get around them, and I want to hear KOD around some Cole fans.
that's my saying. I don't like what their fans. What I don't like is that when they act like they don't like the music that like the mainstream like you. As much as you say you like Kendrick's concept stuff, I know what you really want from him.
Right.
You wanted the love and the DNA
That's a fact.
and the humble stuff. So like you like this Cole stuff, but it's a reason why he felt the need to switch up from For Your Eyes Only to KOD. It's a reason he felt that way. And
No, but I just want to listen to those albums, like To Pimp a Butterfly and KOD, because like now the general public would tell you KOD's ass, like straight up
it's
garbage.
not like
But Cole fans will tell you it was better. It was better than any of the Ye's last 4 albums.
which is stupid.
So
crazy.
I honestly want to listen to KOD with a Cole fan, like a group of Cole fans, because I want to see their reactions. Cause you've heard Nicki music around Nicki fans, and like they really believe this is the best shit ever. Like
The
you know what
worst
I'm
thing
saying?
we could do as a hip hop community was let them know that she had a good verse on Monster. Every time I hear that as argument.
But like,
She body
I'm not
Yang
like
Jay.
I personally think it's like complete mid, but they really love it. Like you can see it in their faces. They gonna know the word. They gonna say each bar like it. They gonna say each bar like Cassidy rapping. You know what I'm saying? Like it's supposed to hit every single punchline. You know what I'm saying?
I think you're tripping on Pimp Butterfly though. I think that's my favorite Kendrick album.
That's a lot of people's favorite Kendrick album.
Yeah,
So,
I like it.
And it's just never a time where I want to listen to it.
that's a fact.
Like ever. Like
I like
I
it.
ain't never been in the car with somebody and heard somebody say, "Hey, yo, throw on that. How much $1 costs?" Like you're not doing that.
I like it, man. I like all right.
Throw on that. All right. Like
I like all right. I like all right. I say I love you. Ain't gotta lie.
I mean that one cool. Like, but it's not like it's not nothing crazy. Is it better than 444?
Ooh, I don't know, man. I love 444. 444 is crazy.
That's all I be saying, bro. Like Kendrick is good, bro, but we can't.
Like he's
The way
good.
yeah,
He's not.
yeah.
We talking about greatness here. What did he say? You want to walk amongst mortals, or you want to walk with gods?
Well, I already told you. I think Kendrick is the best at rapping. I think like in the mainstream, because I was another underground. I think Kendrick is still the best like rapper in the sense of rapping.
You think he rap better than Lil Baby?
Yeah, right now.
Really?
Yeah,
you think he rap better than Future?
Future's different.
Do you think?
Because he doesn't.
I don't like how.
I don't think he's a better song maker than Future.
See, this is what upsets me. People's definition of rapping is really weird because they be like, oh, it's wordplay. Future has that.
Yeah, like, no, Future.
It's immaculate. You know what I'm saying? It's rhyme schemes. Future has that.
I will say
Thug has that.
What I heard from this Kendrick album so far, it didn't make me feel well like I heard this Future's album. And when Future got on that magazine and called himself the best rapper, when GQ called him the best rapper alive, I didn't bat an eye at it.
That's what I'm saying.
I said they're right.
When I hear Lil Baby rap and I hear Kendrick rap, I think what I'm hearing from Lil Baby, it's just like
okay. But here's the thing: Baby has one of the best flows and one of the gets in some of the craziest pockets. But his what's the word? Material matter. Like his material is around the same almost every song.
Well, I mean,
so that's what like I'm like.
He told you it's bigger than Black and White. What more than you want?
That's one song.
They hate that song too.
That's what's like I told you before. Like I don't like Meg because every song is her just telling me how good her pussy is. Like I need substance. Yeah. Like she was a rapper and went to school and got a degree. That's not one song she could. That's a song right there
for sure.
Like,
that's a few bars.
Right.
Baby gave you Emotionally Scarred.
That shit hard.
And Live Off My Closet on the same album.
Like,
and those are two different subject matters. Like I don't understand
every song.
So what about Future? Future has tons of different subject matters.
I told you, Future.
Future after that album, he may be the best rapper.
But okay, so I think I told you this before. I told you guys that Drake, Cole, and Kendrick were like the three, right?
Right.
And I said that Drake to me makes better songs than Cole.
Right.
And I think J. Cole raps better than Drake when he on a consistent basis. And I think Kendrick raps better than J. Cole, but I think J. Cole on a consistent basis makes better music, right? Now when we throw Future into this, he then takes the place because he makes better music than J. Cole and Kendrick.
All of them.
And on a consistent basis, more than Drake.
Right.
But I don't think he raps better than Kendrick on a consistent basis because Future also has the melodies that will give me like Wait For You. Future ain't rapping nothing crazy.
But he don't have to.
But he's melodic. That's why I think Future is like the king of R&B. I think he's been running R&B for the past 5 years.
But he's not. But I mean, no one's talking about Kendrick's rap ability on when he said red light, green light 10 times. Future got on that song and washed his ass.
He did. Listen, y'all don't have to argue with this because
I'm saying. Like
Future got him a Grammy.
–
every time Future's been on a song with one of these niggas, he did a whole album with Drake and watched them all but like 2 songs.
21 got J. Cole his first Grammy.
Yeah. But I don't know. I still got
that
Kendrick.
Wasn't 21 first Grammy. Let's talk like
when you listen to like that Black Friday. I don't know if you listen to that when they hop on each other's songs and just hear Kendrick just rap, just like it's just hard for me to say that someone's better than him at that. Like when I hear that, it's at that moment, like so I got to listen to this new album because it might have changed. But when I hear that, I'm like, man. Yeah, it's hard for me to say cool. another nigga's rap better than him.
I don't know about like what makes somebody like is it flow?
It's a combination of that. It's not just one thing. For me, it's not. Like I said, I think Baby's flows.
Yeah, definitely a combination.
It's something crazy. But then it's like, okay, well, the flow crazy, but what's he saying in these flows? Like how we said earlier, like Travis be sounding good.
I don't know what Travis.
But Travis ain't. Well, I don't know.
Saying nothing.
Like I love the song Mafia with him and J. Cole. Don't know what Travis is even saying in that.
What show?
Absolutely love it. One of my favorite songs that came out last year. Don't even know. Couldn't even recite to you exactly a few bars. So I think it's like what he's saying, how he's saying it, the deliver. It's all different stuff to be a rapper. For that rapping concept, I still think Drake's the best rapper. Like in that sense, like I can tell you, like driving the nice cars, dating all the flyest chicks, hanging out with all the ball players. Every time when I used to grow up and see rappers,
that would still be Future.
Once again, won't even argue with you. Won't
sure.
even argue with you.
I'm taking Future every day. I ain't
Future
Wouldn't
gonna
even
lie.
argue
said
with you.
50 naked bitches, no exaggeration.
Wouldn't even
And
argue.
then we
No
saw it
exaggeration.
that he had like,
Wouldn't even argue with you.
and it's just like, you know what's crazy? I'm not even a big Future fan. Like,
You're
like
missing
y'all
out.
are. And I'm not the biggest Future fan. Like when it comes to just listening to his music. But every time I see him on a feature, I said, you know what? I gotta go see what he did because he gives away his best stuff.
Oh, for sure.
What he did on Lil Yachty,
Yeah.
what he did for Nardo Wick, what he
Which
did.
which not the
He did
Me or something?
Me or something.
Man, let me tell you something. Me or something is one of the craziest songs to me just because how it starts. Because it starts like
Real melodic.
real melodic, Future, singing.
All
and then
bad
you just
bitches
hear
eat seafood.
dun,
And
dun,
it's like, man, what? All bad bitches do eat seafood. I like
Man.
regular lines that
hit.
that really mean something. Like that's what you talk about subject matter.
He said,
Like,
my baby mama wanted to sue me because I won't fuck her no more. Like, what are we talking about, man?
He said, wipe down, cleaning my cars in the rain. I got OCD. I kid you not. 2 years ago, I seen him post on Instagram
my
him
God.
getting his car washed in the rain, and he told
Yep.
the man to dry it off.
Yep.
I just said, man, I don't know.
that's like, bro. That's what I like.
Oh
Like
my
I like when
God.
rappers say stuff, and it's like Thug is. I think Thug's rapping ability is like second to none.
Yeah.
Like a
'Cause
lot
he
of
gets
times.
in the
Definitely
flow.
up
He
there.
gets in the flows that I don't think anyone
He got
can
a
really.
lot of flow. He's switching flows.
Yeah.
And like I remember, he said they catering activists at the wedding, and I'm just thinking like, now how?
And then the way he delivered it too,
Right.
it was like, yeah, Thug.
These niggas,
Thug
man.
is
Also
crazy.
said, I still took the pill to know what it said. I'm like, like
Oh,
people,
what-
people
what
talk
Future
about
say?
Kodak saying, I knew it was fake, but Thug didn't even know what it was.
What Future say? It got my homie arm itching.
but
I'ma still take it.
I
Yeah,
like,
that was it right
I
there.
like stuff that make you like really just like,
He said he
damn.
pissed and lean came out. Told the waitress I don't drink liquor, I drink lean.
Like when I listen to Kendrick, Cole, I don't be getting that. Now Drake, I do like he do be saying things. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah, sometimes.
when he said, I cannot see heaven being much better than this. I said,
Yeah, like,
To this
God
day,
damn.
to this day, that's when I knew.
He's big on that. Like,
That's when I knew. I said this nigga's life is different because
Like-
he said.
heaven?
the
Like,
great beyond.
I told you he makes me question life for real. I told you he said, if I die I'm a legend, and I just kept thinking why did he say if, like why did he say that?
like it's possible that it won't even
Yeah,
happen.
yeah. Like why is he not saying when? Like he makes me
Damn,
question like.
That's true. I ain't never even thought about that. That's hard.
Drake makes me question so much in my life.
oh my God.
Yeah, yeah.
But
When he said all these women are trying to fuck me like they're me and I'm them. I said, bro, what? I said, you don't understand it.
Yeah,
He's the
like-
target.
What, another thing that I love about Drake that's really, really underrated, and I don't know why people don't acknowledge him, but he's kind of really the toxic king. Like,
Well,
For
okay,
sure.
well, I mean, yeah.
For sure.
Him and
because
Future.
like people try to give it to Future, and I'm not even gonna like if you say it's Future, I'm not gonna argue with you.
Yeah.
But Drake be
Drake
doing,
got a good case for himself.
What- what he say?
and like he said,
you say I led you on, but you follow me.
no, he said she go text her best friend and say he got some good nigga money. Her friend had a bet like I know that already. That nigga's amazing. Then I sent a message to both of their asses like nigga we made it.
And really be doing it in real, like, it's really be doing it.
Like, what else did he say? I'm like, bro.
He said I bought a neighbor's house. They complain about the noise.
And
He
did
bought
that
the
shit.
neighbor's
He bought
house
the neighbor's
because
house.
they was complaining about the noise.
Did that shit.
Yeah, he's different.
You know what I'm saying? That's just what I like. You know.
Dang,
Yeah,
Future.
I like when it's real like that.
What Future said something, and he was like, "I got this girl being engaged." She told me she was shy, like something like that.
He
Like,
said-
what did he say?
That she said that she don't like girls bet this money make this bitch too gay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he different. Bro said he got 20 damn Kylies. I said, oh,
Oh
yeah.
my god, man. Yeah, yeah. I think that Future album, I think is to me is it might be up there for album of the year.
It's up there for
I,
sure.
I hear you, but push
For
Drake.
sure.
I know.
Push it is great.
And
I did
I-
got Push at 1 and then Future at 2. I ain't gonna lie.
That's and I go back and forth. I literally listen to their albums
For
every day.
sure.
I will go listen I'll go first 8 songs Future, then I'll go listen to some Push. And I like about
Yeah.
Push is that every time I listen, a new song becomes like a
My
favorite.
favorite.
Like I didn't like Brumpleton when I first. Well, I liked them all, but Brumpleton's like, Now I'm like, they gonna die. And I love it.
The one with Don Toliver. Every time I listen to it, I'm trying to Push really has just two metaphors in that verse. One is was with monkeys and bananas, and the other one was with rabbits and carrots.
Okay.
And like the first first 6 bars of that verse is all just rabbits and carrots, and then the second 6 is like monkeys and bananas. He's like, let me pull up the verse so I want to read it because it's like, what's the name of that song?
Scrap it off the top.
Off the top.
Which to me sounds like a Don Toliver song featuring Uzi and Push.
And it's like,
But I like Don Toliver. So. But yeah, him and Future, man, that Wait For You, that Back to the Basic when he said, it's after we make love, can I cry on your shoulders? I said, man, this nigga, man. Yeah, I said they talk about his content, but that's the most vulnerable I've ever seen him, man. After we make love, can I cry on your shoulders?
No, what is this website they just sent me?
He said,
on that 7:12 p.m. he was talking about. He said, "You think I give a damn about a nigga shooting up
a church?
He said,
I'm a god on this earth.
I gotta take this shit up with
God.
God, cause I'm a god on this earth." I was like, bro.
I think my favorite line though on the album still is "You effing me good, you fucking me good, but you helping me win." I said that is all they gotta do too. Like that's it.
Oh no, my bad. It's three metaphors in this verse. It's rabbits, then gorillas, then then phones. It's just that's it. Okay. He says 100 carrots on my neck, my boy. That's 100 bunny rabbits trying to get my boy. From the cabbage I collect, my boy. Heard you niggas is gorillas. Let me check, my boy. Say nothing silly, you regret, my boy. Cause we got banana clips on the text, my boy. And I can send it through a text, my boy. I was like, oh my God.
He can, man. People really underestimate his fucking rapping, bro.
See, that's what I'm saying, man. That's some good rapping right there, man.
And it's not a billion words in the sentence.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. But that's some good rapping right there. But
that's why, you know what I'm saying? And what's his subject matter always? Cocaine?
It's luxury, though. It's not just cocaine. It's about calling you broke.
That too.
But it's funded by cocaine.
I remember the first time I heard him after the clip, after him and his brother separated, it was, I forgot what song it was, but he said, sent my old bitch back to get a master's, sent my young bitch to get a bachelor's, same graduation, I was clapping in the rafters. I was like, the levels to this shit is just different, man.
Man, he just be stunting. I'm like, damn, bro, this nigga really, like, I told you he be making me, like, want to tweet stuff that I can't, like, tweet because I'm not on that level. Where I want to tweet so bad, you trock out niggas are not my competition. I was like, damn, I can't even afford a track hawk, man.
You can still tweet it.
I mean, you guys are not my equivalent. Or whatever he said. I was like, damn, man.
What did he say in Soul Paul? He said, I never.
Oh, he got the best verse on that.
He said,
I never made a bitch that never needed a little guidance.
He said something before that. He was like, I keep the baddest bitch.
Oh, yeah.
I never said she was the brightest. So if you had a 2, that don't affect me in the slightest. I'm like,
I never met a bitch that didn't need a little guidance. So I
dismiss her past until she disappoints your highness.
The Sway freestyle he did when he was like, we both fucked the same girl, just not the same night. You just took her phone number. I just took her home with another bitch. I was like, this nigga, man.
Every time I say he be making me like, damn, bro, this nigga just be stunting. Like, but I had to keep telling myself he's talking to these other rappers, not you.
He said we both in the same club, just not the same life.
Like, oh my, I don't. What? He said. He said, "Can't a bitch live and say I bought a Michael Kors?
Mm-hmm.
Every car driven was decided by the horse. Keep the sticker in the window in case you wonder what it costs." How can you relate when you ain't never been great and you rely on rap money to keep food up on your plate?
Mm.
Oh my God, that boy
different.
It's just.
I told you I wanted to. My senior quote was, "I wanted to be can go blow for blow with any Mexican." That's what I wanted. Because I thought that was just a crazy line.
Bro, that that's like a triple entendre. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he talking about
that's
he could
boxing, that's coke, that's all that.
Yeah.
When I heard, that's like I wanted that to be my senior quote so bad.
Yeah.
Oh, I could go blow for blow with any Mexican.
Why didn't you put it?
They wouldn't let me put that.
Why not?
That's it, Mexican.
I'm quite sure it was offensive at that time. I can't remember exactly what happened, but I think I asked whoever was on there, and it was like, we're not gonna let that happen.
My homie put EBG for life in the yearbook.
I think it might end up being you don't got the answers way, or it should have been.
He literally put EBG for life, which means eat booty gang. And they asked him what it mean. He said elegant black gentleman.
There we go.
Oh, that's hard.
But how could I dress up, go blow for blow with any Mexican?
Yeah.
What would I would have said to them?
I don't know. I mean, you just not that's creative. I don't.
Yeah, but and by the way, I think Numbers on the Board is like one of Ye's best beats. Like it's like
Yeah, that's hard.
that. Oh man, when I first heard it, I said,
I
"Oh, this is
fuck
gonna
with
be
that.
something special."
I think On Sight is his worst beat.
What?
I hate that song with a passion.
What?
Like
I love On Sight. I
I'm-
love Yeezus though.
I haven't.
Yeah, I fuck with you.
You know what's crazy?
He has some of my favorite his like lines are on that album.
You know, like your favorite Ye album could be whatever Ye album you listening to at the moment.
That this is also true.
Like that's
But Yeezus, I like. When I think of my favorite Ye lines is, she said, "Can I get my friends in the club?" I said, "Can you get my Benz in the club?" If not, keep your friends like my Benz.
put their ass outside to the evening end.
Yeah,
Nah,
That's crazy.
that ain't my favorite line. It's on Hold My Liquor. And he was like,
Yeah, hold my liquor.
he
was
said,
too hard.
slightly scratch your Corolla. Okay, I crashed your Corolla. I'm like, what? Like that's two different things.
Yeah,
Like,
I
imagine pulling up to somebody's house. Hey, yo, it's a scratch. It's a little scratch on it. All right, the bumper gone. Like,
Okay, you got me. I crashed.
I crashed it.
I was like, I love that. Some of my favorite lines from him is that I think I think my favorite Ye line might be the asshole line.
Eating Asian pussy, all you need was
Ooh,
mixed
yeah.
sauce.
what asshole line? The bleach? The
Yeah.
bleach one? That's your favorite?
That
Ye
might
line?
be. It's because it's so. I just think it's so funny. It's such a like a iconic song that's the opening bar. Like.
You know, I know people who mad at Ye for that song because it's like the build up, Cuddy,
It's
and
all
then
so crazy.
and then
And
and
then
like
you come in there talking about.
Yeah,
just
like-
And the
bleached her
first
asshole.
thing is,
If I fuck this model, she just bleached her asshole.
and I can bleach on my t-shirt.
and it's like, bro, Metro didn't go crazy, Cuddy didn't go crazy to wind up the build up for you to come on here and
And
just
do that.
and just do that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I love it. That's why I
And
love it so
still
much.
turned out to be a great song. Like
It's a classic.
You know, I was telling Whitlow the other day, I was like, all these other rappers, like, they keep bullshitting, right? But when Ye bullshits, 9 times out of 10, he's just trying to get a message across. He don't, like, at this point in his career, he don't care how his flows are.
Yeah.
He don't care about his rap. Like, no metaphor. He just want to get his message across. Once the message is across, he don't give a damn about nothing.
None of
Like-
that. The rest of 16 is gonna be anything.
Like,
But I will say his verse on Push's tape, I love,
for sure.
cause I love how they like what do you say, huff and puff in the club, so I gotta be shy. And then Ye come back and he says what building a house across the board, this monopoly's mine. And they say turn something, so I gotta be shine. I was like, whew,
I
my
would turn
God.
minister in my prime.
Yeah, I gotta be shine. I was like, first of all, crazy. Like they both could be shine
For
at
sure.
different points. But I was like, that first 2 bars, I was like, he
But-
got it. I
but
was
when
like,
he said what he said about the Fresh Prince
yeah,
house.
he
oh
said,
yeah, that's the hardest. He said,
you used to pray so much that the Fresh Prince house could be mine.
Could've
But
bought it,
but I ain't like the way the kitchen design.
I said, yo, that's the biggest flex for like imagine like we all used to grow up looking at that house like, dang man, nigga could have actually bought it. It's like, you know what, I got it here. Oh my god, this kitchen design. The island is not.
What's
Right.
crazy is that he could have just remodeled it.
It wouldn't have been the house then.
Like he
For sure, would
he
definitely
could have
been the
just
house.
remodeled that
it wouldn't
house.
have been the house. It wouldn't have been what he was watching on TV. But once he got in there, he was like, you know what? I don't like how this is designed actually. Like,
Yeah, that boy, that man's crazy.
All right,
but
y'all.
yeah. Oh no, wait, real quick. So last week we talked about gangs and fraternities, right?
Right.
I seen some people talking about it, right?
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna say this: would you rather get jumped and say I got beat up by a bunch of alphas, or a bunch of bloods? That's all I'm gonna say. It's to the ladies. If your man come home bruised up, and say what happened, I got beat up by a bunch of alphas.
These alphas jumped
You
me.
gonna look
The
hella
Kappas
bad.
got me.
You gonna look hella bad.
I was walking through the neighborhood and the
they
Kappas got me.
and they popped up with their canes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gonna look real.
You know
bad.
what I'm
You
saying?
gonna look real
Just
bad.
that's all I want to say. I saw people saying that. I was
And
like,
you know what's crazy? They gonna ask you what you do to them. You know what I'm saying? they gonna
For
side
sure.
with them. Like if you got beat up by a bunch of bloods, you was just in the wrong place at the wrong time, wearing the wrong colors.
yeah.
Like what you had on? You had on blue. See, you know this a blood
No, that
neighborhood.
wasn't supposed to. You know you weren't supposed to do that. But
I
if
don't
you
care
come
how much
home,
you like that team.
the Kappas got me, babe.
The Kappas got me. It's crazy. You gonna look wild.
You gonna look, huh? The niggas with the sweaters, they got you.
Niggas will be dancing.
Did they shimmy on
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shimmy.
Nah, man.
So that's all I want to say to those people who were arguing against me.
I mean, there wasn't nobody really arguing against you. Like, they was just saying, like, at the time of the thing when they was, like, Thug had just got locked up when that clip dropped. It was just kind of just bad timing.
Yeah,
Free YSL.
yeah, to his backwards.
Facts.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it's like, they don't even really got nothing on them for
I
real.
don't know. It's a few of them that they might need to.
No. Some, like, nah, the ones who ain't got rap careers, they really got stuff on them. You know what I'm saying? Like, Umfung ain't got nothing on. He did his time already. I don't understand why he's back. You know what I'm like that don't even make sense.
I don't know who that is.
They
Who-
say he received stolen property.
His brother.
That's the
Oh.
brother.
What would he receive the
I
stolen
think
property
they said it
for?
was a gun.
But see, this is what I was listening to 50 Cent talk about, like conspiracy, like different certain charges. Like Rico is such a hard charge to
Yeah.
try to beat.
You can't beat it.
'Cause it's like-
Realistically.
Yeah, because it's like, how you gonna convince them that
Bro.
these niggas in your gang, you didn't know what they were doing?
Bro, that shit said Jeffrey Williams either conspired to engage in or engaged in indirectly or directly all gang activity.
Like, how can you do?
I
How you
said,
gonna
how the
argue?
hell do you beat that? What is your argument for that?
How is that even a charge?
That's what I'm saying.
Like-
that shit is crazy.
I was like they're using stuff. This was for the mobsters.
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is for to
That's
get
what
In
they
that
them.
do.
case, all Kappas need to be locked up. I know one Kappa that killed somebody.
Yeah,
I know a Kappa got a murder out there.
Yeah.
All right. In that case, all them Kappas got to get
You're
locked
absolutely
up.
right.
Because they
They're all one gang.
Right. They're all one gang.
Rico is crazy. It low key got to be unjust. Like that's
Right.
That's
At that
no-
point, bro, we got to get the KKK on the Rico.
That is
Oh,
what
the
I.
KKK should have been had her. That should have been the biggest Rico of all time.
the U.S. military.
That shit said indirectly or directly. It also
Right.
said,
So indirectly,
bro. It also said Jeffrey Williams received a stolen pistol that either he should have known was stolen or he knew was stolen.
That's like, how
I was
can
like,
you
how the
argue
hell
that?
Would you? What is your defense?
How should I have known this?
Yeah, that was some nut shit, man.
look, bro,
Yeah, man.
Rico's is crazy.
Gun again now.
That's
He
why
just
they
got
don't
that
be
little
beating them
charge.
shit.
bro, right, bro.
He just got
I
that
ain't
one
gonna lie,
charge.
it's crazy that he got denied bond. It's like he didn't.
I'm
They didn't.
like,
ain't
They
have shit on him.
issue with Gunna was he wore a YSL chain.
I'm just worried that the FBG and
FBG good. But
no,
yeah, the rest
bro,
of
no. I was listening to one song of Future album. I swear to you, I said if I was a lawyer, this is
them, you
it.
look into
Cause
it.
he was like, bro. He said we gonna kill them. He said I was out the country when it happened. I wasn't even close to it. I said, bro, you were admitting to them doing it and where you were at
Bro,
the time.
he said every time we plead not guilty in the first place.
So,
Cause I gotta go back and listen to that song. But which song it was to
He
tell
also
y'all?
said, "I'm gonna tell a lie under oath." So you can't trust nothing he's
Ish.
saying in that court.
Ish. He said, my young guys go catch you here. They gonna kill you. You know me. I'm gonna be out the country. Nowhere near none of that. And I said, bro, this is definitely the definition of a RICO. They're gonna get you.
Now, one thing I know Thug gon' see. They tried to use this on anybody on him, right? When he said, "I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that body."
for sure.
Right now they had that in the records, right? But when the song dropped, it was clear cut and established by all Nicki fans in the world that Nicki wrote that chorus. So that bar has to get dropped in
Oh,
court.
that is
I'm
crazy.
telling
It
you right
was-
now,
that was
Nicki
crazy.
wrote that chorus, so
That-
it can't stick.
Oh,
That
that's
reminds
kinda
me of
funny. That's funny, man.
that Atlanta scene where they're in the studio with the rapper, and the producer keep messing up, the engineer. And he says, "Look, man, look, I'd never lay a hand on you, never. But I'm not the only one in here with hands."
Hey, that shit's funny as fuck.
Like that's what that just reminded me of.
Like, right.
I'm not the only one in here with hands.
Anyway, man, free YSL. But time to play 20 questions.
All right, here we go.
I already got the album too.
Okay.
Man. Like, I already got the album. Let me go to it. Let me pull up all the information about this artist.
Okay.
So, all right, that's when it dropped. All right, let's go. Y'all can go.
Okay. Lil Wayne dedication. 5.
It's not an album, but that's one.
All right.
No, I ain't gonna count that one.
All right. Is it a rapper?
Yes.
Is it a rapper from the South?
Yes.
Is it a rapper from Atlanta?
No.
Is it a rapper from Florida?
No.
A rapper from Texas?
No.
Ooh, rapper from Louisiana?
Yes.
Is it Lil Wayne?
No.
Oh, I was about to say I was really close there. Okay.
I know you ain't put no NBA YoungBoy up here.
Is Kevin Gates from Louisiana?
Yeah, he from Louisiana.
Is it Kevin Gates?
It is Kevin Gates.
Oh, I'm out of luck. I don't know Kevin Gates album, so this is
Shit.
all up to
Oh,
you.
wait, how many questions is that?
8.
Oh, okay.
That would be 9, but I'm not counting that one.
All right.
You got 12 guesses for Kevin Gates.
Was this album released in the last 5 years?
No.
He made music before.
2017. Yeah. Kevin Gates has been around for a minute.
Is
Jesus
this album
Christ.
called Isla?
Yes, that's.
Hey, there we go, man. I don't listen to Kevin Gates, so he had me.
Fun
he
fact
used to be
about this
hard, but
album.
he not,
Fun fact about this album. It went platinum with no features.
No
You
features.
fucking J. Cole fans.
Oh, that's what made you choose it?
Yes. You niggas need
That
to-
album is hard as fuck.
That album
I don't
is
care.
hard as fuck.
That's the one with
I
2 phones.
gotta go listen to it.
It ain't. He ain't had a hard album like this since.
Yeah,
But
for
Okay.
sure. He definitely.
But that album went
See, I
platinum
listen
with
to
no features, and I really wish the Kevin Gates
That's
fan base
crazy.
would like
Strong enough.
would go out there and hold signs and just let
they
these folks
can't
know.
because the music sense, like you said, the music sense.
Now, granted, it dropped the deluxe version, and that had Trey Songz on the feature, but
I don't count. He canceled anyway. So we don't even know
Trey
that.
definitely counts.
he been canceled for a minute.
Yeah, he was wild. That's crazy. You know how crazy it is to be Trey Songz and be like, have those kind of allegations.
It's crazy for them to cancel him, man. The hoes love Trey Songz.
The hoes love. That's what I'm saying. The allegations he had against him.
You know what I'm saying? Cancel
I'm like-
not real. The hoes love you because Chris Brown should have been canceled. The baby should have been canceled.
But
What he
yeah,
did?
that's true.
What?
I mean, killing
What
niggas.
the baby ain't did? What has he? To this day, Ishmael, he's the most violent rapper I know.
What has he done to get canceled?
Oh, the
whole-
the LGBTQ shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
okay,
then
okay.
You just watch him force himself on a fan. When he tried to force her to kiss her.
Yeah,
He
but
tried to kick his baby mama and the baby out.
Man, oh yeah, that's bad too.
I'm not.
But look, man, Trey Songz, like,
That none of that is rape. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, well, this is
Yeah.
true. This
you
is
can
true.
beat a bitch, but if you rape one,
But if you kick your baby mama and
yeah,
the
you can't
baby
come-
out,
Yeah, you can't come back from
Like,
rape. I ain't gonna count.
yeah, like have you? All right, you know what I'm
But
saying?
damn, they say, well, I mean, it's alleged, but it's.
oh yeah, no,
I
I'm
ain't
with
gonna- I ain't gonna
anything
say that.
illegal, anything of assault is definitely automatic
Cancelable.
cancel. Yeah, yeah.
No, what do you mean illegal?
I think it's just sexual
Like-
assault.
like-
I honestly just think it's sexual assault.
Like not like I'm not saying every illegal thing, but if
Okay.
what you did was also illegal, yeah. Like people be trying to cancel Kanye for opinion, and put him in the same thing as like R. Kelly. What R. Kelly was doing was illegal. Like first and foremost,
But I think for cancelable, I think it's like only sexual assault, pretty much.
that's what you're
Domestic violence, you can come back from that, especially if both of y'all was beating each other up.
Okay.
You can't come back from this. In a crazy world, you can for some
Yeah.
odd reason.
I mean-
If both of y'all, if it was both of y'all,
I mean, yeah, it gotta be like a abusive, like you can visually see it's an abusive relationship.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Now, if it was like, the way Ray Rice was beating his girl, like
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
yeah.
that,
Okay,
yeah,
you
beat-
can't come back from that.
Beats crazy. Okay, it was one swing.
But yeah, that was one hell of a swing.
I mean, sometimes it's one punch KOs.
Unless you're Drake, I don't think it's nothing out here.
There's nothing can cancel Drake. Yeah, I've heard that Drake sent goons for a shorty to get an abortion, and like it is
It's uncancelable, bro.
yeah.
Yeah, but like Drake stuff never make main media.
Of
is
course,
true.
that's because he behind it.
Cause like who he sent
Said, "Get that
Chubbs
shit up outta
after
Chubbs is a real
Chubbs
nigga.
sent out that shit at too many.
Like
niggas.
Johnny,
Detail.
yeah,
mean,
detail.
Then he
Detail.
said McConan too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Chubbs a real nigga.
Yeah, Chubbs
Quentin
gonna really do
Miller. They came after Quentin.
Well, no,
Miller.
that was Meek Mill, them people.
Nah, Quentin Miller said it was both.
He said he got jumped by Meek, them folks outside the shit. But yeah.
No, my chorus thought it was crazy when I told them I like my artists open and they talk, you know, tell me about their life and stuff like that. I said I know when Adonis was conceived, I know when Drake found out it was his, and I know when he was born. I said all that through the music. I didn't have to look up anything. I said he said wrote this shit January 21. Baby girl, I had to run.
I ain't never think about that.
What's his baby mama name?
I don't know.
Sophie.
Sophie said that he had left her place January 21. That's when the dance was clear.
Oh, that's
So he
crazy.
said January. I wrote this shit 21, and then he said what March? What's that song on his
March 23rd.
March 23rd. That's when he found out Adonis was
Yeah,
his.
yeah.
And then because he says like, oh, we took a test, we celebrated stuff like that, and then he said you OVO. So I know when Adonis was conceived. I know when Drake found out it was his, and I know when Adonis was born. Just off of the music.
I like when my artists say shit like, I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that body. And it turns out that shit be real. Can't beat it.
I love all my thug rappers being thugs. I hate when people
Facts.
like, well, what? He did that? Why are you surprised?
He been rapping about it.
Yeah.
So,
Like,
They not lying no more. They doing that.
believability's up there, man.
Whitlow always said that he want his hood rappers to have criminal cases.
Yeah.
You gotta
Because
have
you're a
charge
hood
or
rapper.
something
No,
behind
I'm with that. Yeah.
you. You gotta have something behind you. If you was really doing that, it's a very small percentage of people who's really doing that and not getting caught.
Same way, like, ain't no like real ugly R&B singers because you gonna believe they making love music
Facts.
and you gonna believe this ugly. Tony Snell can't be an R&B singer. You gonna believe that Tony Snell's doing all the stuff he's singing about? No. Same way.
I mean,
21.
woman too.
Only rich ugly niggas.
Yeah.
I mean,
Especially the type of R&B niggas be wild and they be saying all kinds. Every other song is about a different experience with
Yeah.
some crazy shit.
So who's a street rapper that was faking it outside of like Lil Wayne?
Apparently Hood Rich. No, wait, no, because what's called he does have a record.
Who?
Yeah, Hood Rich was doing a little, but he wasn't really no street rapper though. Hood Rich wasn't really a street rapper.
Oh, I
That's
see why you
crazy
saying
that his
Hood
name
Rich
like-
Pablo won because he kept getting his chain too.
That's crazy that his name was Hood Rich, but he wasn't really no street rapper. I'm trying to think of the street rapper that was really faking it.
I don't say this. You got it.
Because even Walker was like, they asked Walker, they was like, yo, so 6 niggas run up to you right now outside of here. What you gonna do? He's like, shit, I'm 6'4", I'm fighting their ass. Like,
And I believe him wholeheartedly.
I mean, the niggas don't vouch for Walker, like you know
that's
what
what I'm saying. Like,
I'm saying. He own that.
like, I don't know what street rapper is not really on it.
I mean, nowadays for sure that everybody, if you're a street rapper now, you pretty much own that.
Yeah. That's how I want it
I don't
though.
know who I could consider that.
I
would
don't
be
want
a
Jada
fake
Smith
street
talking
rapper.
about he got the Uzi, he gonna up it on the Opps. That don't sound right. Like Jada, we know what Opps? Where?
What you mean?
That don't sound
You
right.
talk about them water ops.
Right.
Yeah.
The people who not giving his black community free water.
Yeah, that don't sound right. No, I want these niggas to really be about that.
For sure. The majority of them now definitely about that though.
I just wanted to be believable.
And I just want to use this conversation as a time to point out that ESTG on Future's album on the song Chickens,
Hey.
he gave out the hardest verse a street nigga has ever gave out in the history of rap music. So yeah, he covered every base you would need to know for a street nigga.
Trisha, I don't think you understand. This man kept saying, like, just out of the blue, do your ops die?
Do your ops die? Lesson number 1. He said, "Do your ops die?" And he answered his own question all the goddamn time.
Hey.
And his own ops. I've never seen this before in rap music. His own ops did an interview, and the interviewer clearly asked him, "Is he lying? Is he lying about these things that he's saying?" His own ops said, "No, we just feel like he been shitting on us too long."
Jesus Christ.
And that's when I knew. I
Really?
said, yeah, he's the one. His
Bro.
own ops.
He said, if my op drop a song, I'll book him for a show.
If a nigga on like ever blow up rapping, I'm gonna book him.
That's what he said. I was like, dang, he gon'
He gonna book him.
This nigga real.
He's
Yes.
real.
This
Like,
As
I
real
don't
as
call
they
this
come, I
street
ain't
music.
gonna
I call it
lie.
like, you know how you got hip hop and rap music, and you
These
call it
niggas
you
is
got
killers.
trap music.
Yeah.
I call it murder music. That's
Yeah.
what these
you
guys
definitely
be.
call it
I just
murder.
seen someone tweet that. That's like, look, street rap was happening for a while, but 21 was the entry to like demon rap. Like these niggas are
Low-key.
demons out here. Like 21 said, he said, "What if I get killed? If I get killed, check my homies, cause all my ops is pussy." And I said, "Damn, bro." Like, wait, he said these niggas don't even have to check my partner. The ops is pussy.
And like when they be talking about murder, they be talking about like every part of
Every
it.
part, bro.
Like
The parts. The
21
way
said.
they, bro.
21 said. They said they twins throw their body in the same river. I'm like, what?
Bro, some of the things these rappers be saying, I'd be like, you would only know that if you've done it. Pooh Shiesty is like 21 years old. He was talking about putting on wigs and dressing up as junkies to get his body. I was like, and then he kept saying, I'm like 3 and I'm like, yo, he's done this. I could tell the way he's saying it, he's done this before.
That's why we need a free TK, man. Point blank.
I don't
I
know,
don't know
we
about
going
that
far.
one.
I don't know we
Point
going
blank,
that far.
He would have been a leader of the new school. All this, man.
I don't know we going that far.
He would have been a leader of the
Now,
new
one
school.
thing I will say is street rap is, murder music is amazing to hear. But if you committing these crimes and you crazy enough to put that shit in your music and think that, the part they never talk about in the music is when they come get roped up in the RICO and all that kind. If you crazy enough to put that shit in your music and you get locked up for a crime, I can't say you should be free unless
You made beautiful thug girls.
he's right. He's right. But at the same time, if you killing ops, that's understandable. But when you start killing random people, you know what I'm saying? If you killing people you're at war with, that's the way of the world. That's gonna happen.
Right.
But when TK killed somebody at
A civilian, allegedly.
allegedly.
Man, he guilty? What do you mean?
I think they already gave him. I think he already.
Nah,
got
man. He get sentenced yet?
I think he got sentenced. I know he got
Yeah.
55 years for one of them, but
Dang.
that was
he
the
got
capital.
sentenced?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he got the double nickel for
They gave him, they said he guilty of that?
It don't matter. He not
I thought
getting
they
out.
said he was just driving it or
No,
something.
it was another murder. He had 2 murders.
Shit.
He got 2 murders.
I thought you were
The
just
other murder
driving.
that he got the 55 for is the capital murder. They ran in somebody's house and did some crazy shit.
Shit. Damn, TK. I thought you just was
Free.
driving.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Free Thug and Gunna.
Facts.
Free the
For
rappers of YSL.
For sure.
Just the rappers.
Free anybody that you gotta say engaged in indirectly or directly, or
Yeah.
he should have known the weapon was stolen, or either he known it was stolen. I was like, come on, you
Free
can't
free
beat that.
free Melly.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, free Melly.
He got 2 murder charges on
sure.
his best friend. Like,
his
you know what I'm saying?
friends, but you know what I'm saying? They said them folks.
TK, man.
Heard about that.
Dang, bro.
You
know what
got
I'm
one
saying?
song by TK. You ride for
Hey,
him.
that shit was
Bro,
banging.
the racer. No, but he got hard too, bro.
He made it on the run too. That's amazing.
I was saying, he would have led this new school, man. He's
Yeah,
gonna be
bro.
one of rap's biggest
He
what
definitely
ifs.
was gonna be up there, bro. He had a good little run on him.
Hey man, we did it today. All right? Y'all boys wildin'. Oh, next Saturday
Okay.
I'm gonna drop the location on IG, but kickball.
Kickball.
It's also my birthday party. Like
Oh,
big
we
field day birthday party type vibes. You know what I'm saying?
What's the Saturday? That's the
28th?
Okay.
What?
I had a concert to go to, I think.
Who's?
I think it's like an R&B fest concert. It's gonna be different people. I think
Uh,
Erykah Badu headlines.
I
Wale will be there.
I can't be upset
Wale
with that.
night.
Get your Pusha T ticket, man. You gotta get
I
one.
low key got to now.
You didn't get one?
I didn't get one, but after listening to the album, I low key I gotta do that.
I bought some merch too. I got the Call My Bluff shirt.
Oh, I
Okay.
seen that. Yeah, that merch was hard.
So
and
if
it came in a
I
little-
hope it get here so I can wear it to the concert like a head
probably
ass.
won't, because it's probably engineered by Kanye and them.
Nah, you know what sucks? That Virgil died.
Oh my God,
well, yeah.
what happened to Virgil?
Because I was like going back on all the Kid Cudi merch, and Virgil was making all of it.
For
I'm
sure.
like, dang,
For sure.
this is crazy. Like Virgil was just making all their merch, and now it's just, everything is engineered by Balenciaga. And it's
Yeah.
just like,
But I mean, that's Denma or whatever. So
that ain't Virgil.
you too.
That ain't Ralph.
It ain't Ralph though. But you know,
Is it bad? Like now, I'm like, well, my coworkers like talking about buying a Louis bag. I said, nah, man, we won't do that no more, man.
For
Bro,
sure.
I ain't even thought about Louis Vuitton. Like Off-White don't even look the same no more. You know what I'm saying?
But I thought it was just bad because I couldn't afford it anyway. I told some, nah, man, we ain't buying
For
that.
sure.
No
I mean,
more.
I got some.
And I was like, I never was buying it when Virgil was doing it. I couldn't get it.
Like the 350 was engineered by Virgil as well. Like
Yeah.
Virgil was a part of the 350, so you have some of Virgil's creations.
good,
You know what I'm saying? Like I have some Off-White waffle racers. You know, it's just
Yeah, I just thought it was fun. I was like, nah, man, we don't want no Louis bags over. I was like, what am I talking about? I could have got it when Virgil was making it.
For sure.
hey, man. Still to this day, can't a bitch live and say I bought a Michael Kors?
Too hard. Put numbers on the board.
All right, man. We out of here, man. Thanks for rocking with the Jonesdotcome podcast. Any final words from any one of y'all?
I already took the headphone off, so I can't hear myself. But y'all like and subscribe. You got something to like and subscribe on the YouTube.
Yeah, man. I do.
We
be
gotta get
feeling
the
that.
Spotify check too.
We do gotta get a Spotify.
sure.
I'm gonna change up so bad.
Run that up.
Put this on film. If I get money and fame, I'm gonna be a different nigga.
Oh, for sure.
The money is gonna change me.
For sure.
Don't say Tristan's acting funny now. I'm telling y'all right now, so it won't be like, what? I'm acting different.
Trey Songz has a quote where he says, "You think I worked this hard to stay the same nigga?"
Yeah.
And I feel him.
Hey, man. We out of here, man. Thanks for rocking with the Jonesdotcome podcast.